Hooray!
It has been too long. Welcome back to Remalin, the Dice Are Bad Storytellers. I think this is session 11. Um, arguably it's kind of like session 10 or 9 because we had like two subplot episodes, which were very fun. But we're in it to win it now. Last session, we went to the funeral of a deceased army man. And basically, we saw him turn into a bone demon in the middle of the funeral proceedings, and everybody fled. Yeah. Anybody want anything, or anybody want to recap some more of that? Any thoughts there? Of course, you guys kind of came back to the Cadros estate and confronted Peregrine, and you guys had that heated huddle conversation over the rug, which is extremely fun. On the rug. And now we're gonna. I'm of course joined by Matt playing Kyle, Maddie playing Kubo, and Josh playing Leo. And I'm actually going to share something on my screen with you guys real quick. And because we've been planning this for a while, I'm going to kind of, we're going to simulate this through some roles and through some decision making. And I'm going to give you the scene as it is, and as people has intended it to be when you're at this christening of the boat that we've talked about, where you want to give I've set a name, Indomitus, just for the heck of it. And this is where you guys have been planning to. Where'd it go? Where's my screen? Come on, buddy. Where's this thing? There we go. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
See, yes. Understand.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
This is topographical.
Yes, this is a topographical, kind of from the top down of this is what the organizers have intended for this speech. And this is the one that you've set up, Kyle, but pretending to be Senator Peterson. I'm assuming you've spent a long time like listening to his radio podcasts and getting like character statements, so you know exactly kind of how to, emulate him.
Yes, although technically, because of the mastermind class feature, I literally only need to do it for a minute. But wow. I over prepped,
Over prepped, totally. So I will go in, and then I want everyone. We're going to do this kind of round robin style, and I'm taking very detailed notes because we're basically doing like a week of prep in 15 minutes, kind of a thing. Like, how are we going to cover all our bases here? This is what my understanding of the resources you have. Odina is 100% in. Llewellyn Fluellen, I believe, her mother kind of begrudgingly allowed her to participate after their. I'm sorry. Oh. And so you guys do have a young green dragon that can disguise themselves as a human on your side in terms of different things you can do.
Hell yes.
Yes. Most other people have kind of stepped back. Of course, Adlaria is on your side and is more excited than she should be to kill Kyle in grandiose public fashion. Yeah, my knowledge so far is you guys are going to do some sort of swap, start the speech halfway through. Adlaria is going to make a very public attempt to murder Kyle. That will be protected by Leo and Kubo in the audience. And basically, you guys are going to, before other people can assassinate Kyle. Is that kind of the general plan of what's going on here?
It sounds good.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to be saying, Kubo, you're definitely in disguise, but you guys have brought Deza with you here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I love the idea of you two just in like nice suits, Deza in a suit as well, hats.
Kubo definitely like helped her tie her like bow tie or tie if she had one on her suit.
Snappy AF. where would we be positioning Odina? And we're just using this screen as like a reference point. But I can put my mouse over here, and so I will just take notes on the actual piece of paper over here so I can remember.
Right, yeah. I think Kubo's like low-key nervous because even though she's a baddie who's a dragon, Kubo's kind of like, I love it if she didn't die on me, considering I've shown it romantic. Anyways, so well, kind of what does the team think? What does everybody think?
So also, just so everybody knows, you do have access to the boat. You do have access to these small side boats that are kind of between the larger boat on the dock and the.
But it's bad luck to get on the boat before it's christened.
Oh, question mark or question. Does like Odina do a lot of magic? I feel like Kubo would know this. Maddie does not.
Outside of what I'm actually going to be like fully frank with you, just she is the young green dragon stat block. So
Okay.
I'll pull that up over here, and you'll see that when she's in humanoid form, she can't do most of the stuff on it.
Okay.
So unless she wants to go full dragon, there's not a lot of like mechanical things you can do with her. But it's not without list of stuff.
Okay, because I was just gonna say if she like can do magic, maybe she should be not like on one of the boats, but like kind of, I mean, maybe one of the back boats, but like kind of back towards the crowd, so that if something goes wrong, either she can maybe help someone out or even kill Kyle if I or Leo can't or something.
I can.
Adlery is the one shooting me. I don't trust
Right.
your marksmanship.
That's fair. I don't use a gun. I use a sword, so that's smart.
So I'll put her over here on this boat here.
Yeah, let's do that.
I can give her Jophiel, if anything. Like
That-
she
I'm
could
trying-
like
we're
they
all
could stay
gonna use
together.
Jovial to try and help make sure Adleria gets out okay while you guys recover my
Aw,
body.
that's cute.
Got the-
Yeah.
Well, remember I have 3 Jophiels, and we all could speak to each other telepathically.
Oh, because you're gonna be like the fusion.
Oh no, I'm gonna be separate because then I
Oh.
can have one with you, one with me, and then maybe one with maybe your sister, or
Deza, honestly, I would feel better if it was either with Adlaria or with Deza because I kind of trust Odina to be okay on her own. Odina can actually stick by Kubo if she wants, like close-ish. Maybe that would be better.
Adleria's kind of a caster, right?
I would be wary of leaving Odina too vulnerable because if
That's what I mean.
the
So I'll
whole-
stick with
if
Odina.
he has
but
to go
with
full
Deza-
dragon, that's gonna kind of screw with the secrecy aspect of our plan here.
Yeah, well, so I'll stick by Odina. Kubo will stick by Odina. He volunteers and he's trying to be like, yeah, guys, I'm only doing this for the sake of the mission. Like he's
Wait, so
like,
you want to be with Dinah? I could give
no,
Jophiel.
it's fine. No, Kubo's like, yeah, no, it's fine. I can,
Okay.
I got her 6. It's fine.
We're still in the planning phase, and we need to nail some stuff down. But just because I feel like we're
I
starting
just think it's funny. That's why.
pictures of it, I kind of want to describe the scene here. This is like the perfect example of like a boardwalk festival and like Americana, like right on the beach. Like I picture something kind of like in Virginia or something. Like this is something that's like, ooh, they got fair food. There's crispy sounds.
Drinking my soda.
Damn it! I thought we were Miami.
Yeah, it's all over the place. There's like a brass band on like the trolley that goes down this road. Like it is sunny and bright and beautiful. It's like a sharp summer day, and you guys are just like getting in the morning. It's like 10 a.m. and so the sun is shining bright, casting sun onto the ship, kind of rising up back here behind the things. And there is people swarming about, and it is about a 50-50 split of people who are here just to enjoy their Saturday and see some cool speech happening, and another 50 split of people with signs that are super close to rioting, and there is a security detail that Kubo and all these people are in. And so it's like, it's very much like tensions are high right here, and you wouldn't be surprised if someone started slinging spells, and right down the street, somebody's getting a waffle cone.
Love that. Okay, yeah.
Very like hectic public energy here. So I want, and just to keep things kind of in
Screaming
order,
yell.
we're gonna like start. I think we're gonna start with Josh, and then rotate through to Maddie, and then kind of have Kyle kind of give us the whole master plan thing, because it sounds like who's hanging out with who is starting with Leo's angels here. So let's start.
Leo angels.
Leo, Leo's Jophiels.
Okay, so
Rename yourself Charlie now.
I got I literally click on the picture thinking I can like ping. I kind of want to be. I kind of want to be. Okay, like yeah, like where by the docks, but I want to be like to the left side, to like the shore left side. Yeah, like right around there, like
Okay.
me physically with a Jophiel, so I could see clearly and like look at the other 4 side boats on the side.
Gotcha. Okay, so Leo, you're chilling here. Jophiel, easily like 1.5 feet taller than you. And she is, all 3 of her things are all in kind of different arrays of enjoying sundress apparel. And so she's got like, big sunglasses kind of things, a big swoopy sun hat, like very wide. And she's kind of just definitely battle ready, but she's like blending in with you.
And I'm gonna have her other 2 be with someone was at the boat, right? On the top right, or someone or we weren't doing that.
We're
Yeah,
planning
well,
Dinah up here, but Kubo
Oh,
wants to be with her.
Kubo
oh,
can be
cool.
there with Odina if that works.
Oh, okay. So,
And somebody needs to be next to me so that they can grab my body.
but like how next to you? Because we can't be too close, can we?
Well, I mean, like, ideally, posing as like, security guards, like bodyguards.
Okay, so I'm gonna have Jophiel then, because if anything happens to her, like it'll be cool.
Oh yeah, you can have one of Leo's Jophiels by you.
Yeah, or have both and just double fly you to safety real quick and res you.
Yeah.
Both of the other 2 Jophiels to be security detail for Kyle. So they would
Yeah,
be.
I like that idea. I like that. So they'll be near him on opposite sides of him.
And it's very obvious. We're just going to say this. It's clear that Jophiel is not presenting as angelic right now.
Yeah, it'd be funny. Just flapping wings.
Yeah. But that's interesting to know. So Jophiel 1 and 2 are over here. Now, where are we positioning Adleria to take the shot? Oh, sorry. Let's keep the round robin. We'll do that when we get to Kyle. Kubo, where would you have Deza be? Would you want Deza to be with you and Odina, or would you prefer her to be somewhere else?
Sorry, I'm finishing my pastry. Honestly, it might be better to have her somewhere else. Maybe like on the other side. So like I guess my left, maybe you're right, I can't tell. But across from us on either the ship closest to Kyle or the one that's farther away. Yeah, that one or the other one next to it.
I'll put Deza on this ship here. And then I think we'll say too, you will have 5 other kind of butler ring service people mixed in the crowd. So there's like people just mixed in here that are kind of your thing. So I'm just going to put a couple X's with circles in them, just in different points throughout the crowd to kind of represent that concept.
Could we have a butler maybe up on one of the rooftops? Because I have a feeling that maybe an enemy sniper would appear up there. An enemy stand user, if you know what I mean.
For sure. Last thing I want to mention before we get to Kyle is you do have the diamond you need to revivify him if he does get injured to a point where he's full dead. And the other thing with that though too is you guys might want to have him like on site somewhere. Would he be like hiding on a boat on the other side of the Indomitus? What's your plan there? Maybe with that we'll transition to Kyle so he can kind of talk through what his vision is.
So who's the one performing the actual like revivification if it's necessary? It's not Peregrine himself. Is it a named someone?
Sorry,
or just
I can do it, I thought. Or was it Peregrine?
If you have Revivify on your spell list, you can. I will say if he is not able to,
it's a third level spell, and I don't think paladins even get it.
Never mind that. I was thinking of something else.
There's the tattooist. So Suzanne,
Okay,
I believe, is the tattoo artist for Peregrine, and she's a high enough level cleric that she will be able to do that for you. So she can be on site somewhere in the crowd or on a boat, just kind of enjoying her Saturday morning as well.
Could she be by Deza maybe? Would that be easier? Because if then we're all where we need to be close to Kyle, we could grab his body, run away, revivify him in action.
So I assume Jophiel, the angels, they don't need to breathe, obviously, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a
So
perk I have
I
to
think
pay
actually, so the
for
easiest,
water
I mean,
breathing.
this is a little bit straight out of like Green's playbook, but I think it's going to be easiest if I basically have myself collapse into the water, and then maybe have one of the Jophiels actually up posted as security with me, one under the water after I like fall or stagger in. She tows my body underwater to, I don't know, a boat posted a little bit further away that has Suzanne on it, and they haul me on to deck and perform whatever medical attention is necessary for Kyle.
Gotcha. Okay.
Revivify him.
So super interesting. I am trying to find the name of that silver dragon. I don't know why.
It's Everdeen.
Epherdine. Thank you. I was like, what? Why can I not remember that name? I just want to mention that you guys know that Epherdine was supposed to be the ride for Senator Peterson when he does finally go to make the vote. And so both because this is a social event and there's a lot of publicity and it's fun, I'm just going to give you guys for free. It's very likely Epherdine is somewhere here. Adlaria does not either confirm nor deny whether she knows what she's doing, basically. She's like, I don't know her whole life. But yeah, you guys start to enact this plan. We'll say you guys are kind of in positions here. It's maybe like 30 minutes before the trip, but we're going to kind of do a couple little, like, these are kind of like our movie scene, like snapshots of how we get into position. So like maybe 30 minutes before this, Adlaria, is putting she's got like her beautiful like Sunday sundress attire to go out on the docks on the pier. She's got like a oversized purse that clearly holds some sort of weapon. And as she's leaving, she's like, so I could definitely do a roof. I could do a pier if you wanted me to be about a couple hundred feet one way or the other.
I mean, I trust your aim, honey, but closer would be, preferable on my end.
Okay. Wow, you're real nervous all of a sudden. Well, you don't like. She laughs at you.
Yeah, I'm super excited to get shot. It's a great day.
Just for that.
Man, I've never even seen a gun up close. I'm nervous about this.
She goes, so you're just going to leave it up to my artistic decision then, as long as I get the shot in and you go down?
Yeah, make it nice and flashy. See if we can get a good arterial spray.
She kind of takes your hand and just kind of puts her forehead to your chest a little bit, kind of like a sweet gesture. She goes, I will handle you with care, my sweet Kyle. And she...
I'm so fucked.
Maybe an hour before this moment, you go get dressed up as Senator Peterson and get like into your retinue, and they're all.
Is it just me, or I'm totally like picturing Pat Robertson? Is anybody what's
Pat Robertson? What's that?
Oh, one of the hate mongering televangelist.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the name, the face of him, but I'm gonna look it up real quick. Pat
Robertson. Unless he's too old, then honestly, I'm totally fine with just having it be Trump.
I could totally see that. Yeah, yeah, like an older, grayer Trump, a little less red. So you go kind of meander over to who is basically your, paramilitary kind of fringe group people that are going to protect you now that, you've arrived. And so you kind of sneak in. I'm going to say you've easily convinced them, like, yes, I came in through secure methods. Now I'm ready to give my speech, keep me safe. Like, and so that's kind of the end of your little thing here. We cut back a little bit earlier, and we have Kubo, Leo, Deza, Odina, and then 3 equally tall, equally glamorous, tall Jophiels that are differently like dressed in like Sunday relaxation clothes. And it's clear that once they're the security detail, they'll be transforming into more polite, but they're just enjoying their Saturday. Odina has, kind of in her similar green theme of clothes, kind of has a wide brimmed green hat. Dessa kind of has like little shocks of blue jewelry and stuff. Is kind of keeping to her themes as well, even though she doesn't have her blue skin out. And yeah, you guys have like, funnel cakes. You guys are eating funnel cakes.
Kubo's just. Well, actually, I don't think Kubo's really eating his. I think he's kind of too busy, like, casing the joint, and then, like, occasionally, like, out of the corner of his eye, like, maybe he just kind of is like, oh, at Odina, like, he kind of swoons a little, and then he has to, like, focus. Like, yeah.
Are you gonna eat that?
No, not. You know how I get before a good brawl. I'm all in right now.
This better not turn into a brawl.
No, don't worry. Yeah. This is my favorite part. Kubo leans into Odina like, this is my favorite part.
Wow. Okay, so before the fight.
Me getting shot?
Yeah. Oh, no. Just the before.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
Oh, before me getting shot. Okay.
Yes. Oh, it's the adrenaline.
I guess technically I like before better than during, but
here, eat some funnel cake. You'll feel better. Hand you the funnel cake. He's not eating.
This is so goofy, but I love it. Senator Peterson is out with these kids with the security detail.
That's what I was gonna. So I probably be going full-fledged method acting. Does he like sweets? Because that would determine whether or not I eat the funnel cake.
I will say yes, and it's a photo op, and so there's a person taking a picture of Senator Peterson connecting with the youth. Like,
oh my gosh, Kumail's like incredible. I'm a murderer. Sorry. Okay.
You're weird, like over the top, like gangsta handshake attempts.
Yeah. I don't know how to be normal. Anyways, yes.
The handshaking grace of Trump.
Let's not ruin a good moment. You know what I mean? Like, but it was fun.
Leo, what are you looking around for? What are you invested in right now?
Well, we're gonna get to as close as possible on the shoreline, and we're gonna like peer through. I'm gonna be holding Jophiel's hand, and since she's taller, she could like give me better view of what's going on. And I'm just gonna communicate through the other Jophiels and just wait until something doesn't go as what I've been told, and then step in as soon as I can, and then transform if I need be.
Interesting. So you're going to be like surveying stuff.
Yeah, basically, I'm just looking and then holding my action to transform if need be.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
Since we're holding hands already.
Yeah. So I've stopped sharing the screen so you guys can't see the map, but we're going to say then now that we are starting from this position here. And I think I might throw Kyle a little bit under a bus here, but I would love if you could improvise some anti-divine speech nonsense.
So I was curious. I was wondering if I was going to have to do that, and I thought about trying to prep something, but
you don't have to give me a lot. Just like a tiny bit of that, vibe. But the cameras stop going off. Like all the pictures stop getting taken. The boat is behind you, and I don't even know how christening procedures go, but like the boat is about to be christened, and you have a moment to speak to the crowd. Kind of a hush goes down. Even people down on the pier go, kind of poke their heads up, look over. I want to have Josh to give me a perception check with advantage. Kubo can give this to me with straight, and then Kyle, you can give this to me straight as well, just to kind of see what's happening around you guys here.
Oh wow, I actually don't have good eyes.
Trumpets
Well.
going on in the background.
Oh, natural 20 and 18. Wow, natural 20. That's crazy.
Nice,
I
man.
love how you rolled again after the nat 20.
Well, I wanted to see if I got another one. I had to make sure.
Yeah, exactly. I got a 14.
14. Okay. So both Kyle and Kubo, you guys look out over the crowd and you don't like, you guys have pretty good eyes and you're confident you're not seeing any guns pointed at you. You know, Adlaria out there is doing a good job, basically. You do see that there are some kind of like half mobilized rioting crews, but there's a lot of other people there as well. And so even if they were to go whole hog and like riot, Kyle would have forever to get away. I think this is a very interesting role to describe. And so I just want you to picture Leo recognizing this as Kyle starts his speech. Leo, at first you look around, you're like, oh, it's exhausting seeing through so many perspectives and gathering all this information and trying to process it. And suddenly you have this moment of clarity and you're like, oh, I can see everything. You know, it's just
You're inside the matrix.
Yeah,
You're the one.
Suddenly, like, get this mastery of all these perspectives, and you're looking through the eyes of an angel, literally, and being able to see so many points and stuff, and you see everything. And I mean that in the sense of like you see all the people, all the writing groups, all the stuff. You even see the butler that you guys have positioned as a sniper on the roof to like monitor if this things. And 100% that you do not see Adlaria.
Okay, interesting.
Would you like to start your speech, Kyle?
And fuck those divine guys. We
You just lead out
honest,
with
hardworking mortals have lived here for centuries, and these divines coming in through unregistered portals, showing up in our city, taking our jobs, and not even having the decency to die afterwards and pay their death taxes. Those immortals.
Kubo's eyes just...
I think there is like several layers of shock because you hit it so hard, so fast. And like the people that were organizing the event, like the ship people were like, oh yeah, we're gonna have the senator talk. It's gonna be great. And they're like, oh, we're fucking fired. Oh my God. Like the second you start talking. And then there's like another wave, like there's a wave of like, then there's like the people that agree with you and they're horrible and they start going, yeah. And then there's like equal portion of people going like, you monster. Like, and so people are like fighting immediately. Yeah.
I'm kind of imagining like a Borat style progression, like from the original Borat, where he's speaking at that rodeo, and everybody's like totally behind him at first, and then everything he says gets more and more fucked up until like fewer and fewer people are cheering.
Yes, that's a very good way to describe it, and I think it hits a certain point where you can tell like the organizers of the boat christening are like coming up to stop you. But the thing that I want to impress upon you, Kyle, is you get through one section. You're like, okay, that was what I had prepped. You get through another section. That was what I had prepped. She's taking her time. You get through another section. And you're starting to run out of material, and you don't hear any gunshots. You don't hear any anything like that. Yeah, Maddie, Kubo.
I mean,
My bad.
I guess
Um,
I'd have to just keep going. I mean, I don't know what
Yeah.
other options I.
Should we
At
kill
this
him?
point, do we have like a signal for if Adlaria, like I'm gonna call the Adlaria contingency, or like if she wasn't there, something happened, one of the butlers will take the shot, because I feel like Kubo would be like, or looking at Odina, or like trying to make eyes with Deza as subtly as he can. I'll even roll for that if we need to, but like,
I think there is an essence of this is not something that was planned, but Kyle is in a place where he cannot make the decision to be shot. He needs to be shot.
Yeah, I'm still.
yeah. So that's why. Well, that's what I mean. So Kubo's like, I don't know what the symbol is, but he's like over here, like, oh man, my ear feels so weird. Yeah. Like,
I mean, I don't have a gun.
I screaming, trying to find Leo or Jophiel or anyone, just like.
Should I?
My speech takes on undertones of speaking about the heart of our country, and I'm just like slamming myself in the like right in the.
Oh man, I just absolutely love this visual. Oh gosh, I just kind of want to sit in it for a second. I think Kubo, you're like pulling your ear, and you see the guy like on the roof, very far away. You see him visually go like he's very confused by what you're trying to
Oh god. Okay, so something has happened, but we don't know what. Is that safe to deduce?
Yes. I think the things that you know are Adlaria is not here, and Adlaria was supposed to take the shot.
Take the shot. Motions for Garrus to take the shot. Okay, sorry, had to make that joke once. So okay, somebody else needs to take the shot, and then we need to figure out how to do Adlaria.
I'm gonna start rolling for the crowd temperament, basically.
Okay, can I roll? What's something that I can do? Hold on, let me take a look at my spell. Maybe there's something I can do. Oh, hey, here's an idea. Okay, so I just have this as a cantrip as my racial ability. I can like cast light, right, or whatever. So, do we need like a flare or something? I guess I can't.
Cantrip. It makes something glow that you touch.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Have something to throw it, I guess, if you were wanting to. I don't know.
A grenade.
I'll talk this through. Kubo's thoughts are either one, signal to Leo, and hopefully Leo catches on, because I guess we're not by each other, but it's obvious that somebody just needs to kill Kyle. No offense, Kyle, at this point. Or, actually, never mind. I'm just gonna try to. I have an idea for later. If things go awry, I'm just gonna out myself to make everyone in the crowd attack me. I think, which is not maybe the best idea. We'll
Question.
Leo or Jophiel, can I try to like, I'm gonna try to like, Kubo's gonna start doing like really obvious like movements like that, like you would not see at a presidential or whatever talk. To try to get your attention, Leo. Okay, like specifically, like look at me. Like it's a song from Rick, like where it's like, this is not a dance.
This is I am insane. No, so we're gonna say that's what you're doing. We're gonna say definitely Leo can see you from across the boat, and it's kind of lost in the swath of people getting angry and everything. We're gonna get back to the crowd after I hear what Leo's gonna be doing here. But I think Odina's right next to you. Is like, I wouldn't be dancing. This is horrible.
No, you're right, but we have to. Somebody has to kill him. Somebody has to kill him right now.
I love it so much, Leo's picture. What would Leo use his round doing here?
Well, do I see Kubo doing the dance?
Yeah, you definitely see Kubo like.
I'm gonna look at Kubo, then look at Kyle, and be like, is he like rapping or singing? Like I'm confused. Like maybe I'm not hearing properly.
Kubo stops. Are you looking at Kubo? Kubo stop. Just look him in the eyes. Just look him in the eyes, and it's just panic. Like.
Okay, so then by that, and by all this time,
gonna motion like this, to at Kyle. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm gonna assume by all this time waiting that either something went wrong with our shooter or they missed. So question: are all the Jophiels in different sundresses?
So yes, the one that is next to you, back on the thing. Actually, I forgot that you're all the way over in the crowd, but you got Jofio's eyes, so that totally makes sense. Like you could see them through the Jofios next to Kyle, but there are two Jofios next to Kyle that are security.
There's one next to me. There's one waiting in the water underneath the pier for me.
Yeah, we changed it.
Gotcha. Okay, that's good to know. So you have one Jofio that's like nicely dressed, like security detail next to Kyle. One in the water in a nice bathing suit, and then one close to you that's kind of just like sunset, sundress kind of a thing.
Okay, is the dock like new, like just built fresh, or is it like, oh, we creaky old?
The dock is standard. It is not brand new, freshly made, but it is not creaky and old and need of repair.
All right, so I think it's time to kill Kyle. I'm gonna have both Jofio. I'm gonna have one that's above next to him do a super radiant fist and making it look so hard that he goes flying off the water. And then Jofio under the water will grab him and drag him further away. And it looked like he drowned.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm sorry, you'll have to take a radiant fist to
I'm
make it look
assuming you're
believable.
not going to be doing anything to block here, Kyle. Is that right?
No, I don't have my shield. I'm not wearing armor, and I won't be using my dex. So AC of 10.
Okay, so I guess just roll it to hit him, and then chunk it up with as much damage as you want. This is going to be clearly angelic if it's a radiant fist, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You know, that's
This is so
I'm
poetic.
hoping it'll
This
be
is so
flashed and just be gone.
It might not be assassination, but it might be very powerful imagery. So roll all your to hit and all your damage. I'm gonna say, you guys, if you were to stand and let her punch you, it would be like an auto crit situation. But that would be very obvious that it was like a publicity stunt. So if you're gonna like just roll to hit and to punch him down, yeah, you can do that with advantage. That doesn't bother me.
I wasn't expecting it. You honestly would have surprise attack functionally because I wasn't expecting it from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's a nat 20. Load up all those damage dice.
Okay.
Kyle, we do love you.
Yeah,
I was expecting to actually die from this. That was the original plan, so it's fine.
Okay.
I guess let's just make it believable.
Wait, how much? Okay.
I can't tell you. I don't
Oh,
know
whoops.
state classes.
So as this happens, like the crowd, it actually is kind of interesting because there was a big backlash from like these. So is that doubled or is that like?
Oh wait, I doubled the
It's 3d6
dice.
plus 3, so roll another 3d6. The flat doesn't get.
but no plus.
Yeah, so I'll do this.
So
That's
25 total
25.
radiant damage.
Yes, Kubo.
Sorry, I was gonna ask if I could cast a spell on myself, but then I don't think there'd be enough time, so never mind, actually.
No, well, I'm going to illustrate how this happens here, and you are going to be trying to punch him off the pier, and I mean, he's a senator. I think it'd be very easy, Kyle, to kind of fall like a stack of bricks here, and just kind of make it look like this, like put you.
I mean, I was intending to, and I mean, I don't weigh very much anyway. That's kind of a whole part of his.
How many hit points do you have?
38. That's not going to kill me.
Okay.
Okay, good.
So to illustrate how this happens, the speech goes on a little long and starts getting a little weird, where it's like, like you're starting to come up with weird ways to hate divine people, and like it's getting to
ruining our estate taxes. Damn immortality.
But what happens in the crowd is this really interesting thing, because if it was more subtle, a lot of like the more decent people wouldn't be aggressive. But because your speech is so violent and vicious and horrendous, like pretty much anyone with any moral compass is immediately like, this is an asshole. Like all these good people get mobilized. And so like all these like, negative people that are on your side start getting the crap beat out of them by all these more motivated, more positive people. And so it's kind of like, for the first chunk, it's kind of like if a Trump rally started right in the middle of like an ethics committee. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like everyone's getting punched. But like after that, like initials, like it doesn't like fully get into a brawl. Right as that happens, Joe Fiel just, takes your shoulder and it kind of looks like she's going to be talking to you, but instead she just bam right from behind, right to the back of your head. And there's still people taking pictures. And so there's this huge flash of radiant light as you're just bah, like donkey smacked right in the side of the head. And you go like just like with several clunking noises into the water, and there's a big sploosh. Kyle, roll me a performance, because this would not technically make you go prone or go down. And so we'll say you can do this with advantage because there's a lot of flashing lights, a lot of noise, and it was a very convincing punch. And a nat 20 at that.
17.
17. I think even all but the most discerning of people in the crowd know that there's anything going on. So there might be like one or two. But yeah,
honestly, we don't need to convince everyone. We need to convince enough that they fight over it. That's the goal. So
Yeah.
So yeah, you go, bop, you get smashed. Huge, glorious white light. This makes the anti-divine people more angry because now there's clearly, a divine assassination attempt going on here. Yeah. So.
Oh, when she does it, can she cover her face with her sun hat?
I mean, yeah.
Yes, they don't see it's her.
Yes, they don't see it's her. It's just like she just comes in,
Later
punches
on,
him.
go to the tavern, sort of a thing.
So I'm gonna say.
Oh, I think it's.
You're frozen.
There are a lot of pictures here. I can in no way guarantee that Joe Fiel's face isn't seen, but I will also say it's not that her face is what matters. It's the giant flash of divine radiant magic as he gets punched in the head. That's the problem. And so, you get donkey smacked in the head. You land in the water. Stuff erupts all over the pier. People are fighting, brawling, all this stuff. A couple people jump in the water after you to try and either beat the snot out of you or help you. And this is going to get real chaotic. So we're going to go into initiative here. Everybody roll initiatives.
Oh boy.
Oh, how many people? Oh, there's a lot of people then.
Just you four, and then there's going to be a couple NPCs.
Oh, we got a 14. Good for Kubo. He deserves it.
7.
Have Odina go on your initiative here.
Yep.
18.
I'm fine with that.
18, Leo.
Easies.
Okay, where is? Why is that not showing up? Here's initiative. Is it just?
Pass the cranberries.
Okay, so 14 was Kubo. What did you get, Kyle?
7.
7. Okay.
74.
This is gonna get real wild, guys.
Okay.
So let me see this.
Pass the cranberry sauce. Make mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the Bob's Burgers song.
I haven't seen Bob's Burgers in so long.
It's so good.
We're going out of this like flow time into structured time. And so I'm going to describe what happens in the chaotic time. This is like a golden era musical, like Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, or like stuff like that, like old grainy footage of people at a party just going into a brawl. That's just what I want you guys to picture here. Is like, boom, somebody punches somebody, they fall backwards over a barrel, land in the water, jump onto someone, and start choking somebody in the water. Like,
it's a mosh pit.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Out of a Marx Brothers film.
Perfect example. I think there's also this essence of nobody really thinks this is fatal. You know what I mean? Like, sure, people are punching and throwing, but nobody's trying to kill each other. Like, this is like, you know what I mean? Like, this is kind of like a rowdy.
I dare anyone in the crowd to take that hit. Tell me this. I said, I dare anyone in the crowd to take that hit and tell me the same thing.
Good point. Good point. But I think it's like you get the feeling with this crowd that if a shot had gone off and killed Kyle, there would have been some people fleeing, like running. And in this case, it kind of feels like, yeah, more like a mosh pit. This is like recreational political discourse in some people's minds. And sure, people are fleeing and not wanting to get in the fight. There are also some people that are just enjoying getting their meat hit, you know. Sounded gross.
Yeah.
Kyle,
Between that and the constant use of donkey punch.
That is a word. That is a phrase, though, right? It's like a. Is that a sexual?
I'll explain it to you later.
Okay, that's fine. I apologize to YouTube. You got rocked so hard that like your cheek and eye, you know, like you got punched good. Like you're a little jostled. Your face is a little messed up.
My jimmies have been rustled, yes.
Your jimmies have been rustled. You've landed in the water, immediate coolness. Thankfully, you've done a very thorough disguise and a very thorough stuff. So even somebody looking in the water isn't going to be able to be like, that's not Senator Johnson. Yeah, anything anybody wants to say before we go into initiative here?
Can I please, if it's okay, if there was just like a moment before it broke off, like after it looks like Heaven basically killed Kyle or like smote the Senator or something, I just want like Kubo to have been like, oh no, the Senator's dead or something. He thought he was helping, probably. That's okay. I think it would be funny.
Yeah, let's have everybody roll insight here. I think that's a good call, Tori. Thank you, Kubo. Oh no, the Senator is dead. And you can roll me a persuasion with disadvantage here too.
Oh no, he died.
Well, I mean, I would have had the butlers that are stationed like with contradictory slogans.
30-20 is my
to start
lowest
yelling
advantage.
Gotcha. So dirty 20, Kyle. You got a dirty 20 as well, Kubo?
Yeah! Look at us!
So Kyle, your insight is pretty not useful right now as you're falling into the water.
Fair, yeah. I don't feel bothered by that. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Totally reasonable. So your performance was a 20, Leo?
Dirty 20. Dirty 20.
So
I'm 17.
And your insight was 17. What did you get on insight, Kubo?
Oh, I need to do that right now. Yeah. My bad. Is that also with disadvantage?
No, you can do that with the roll.
I got a 21, but a nat 20.
Wow. Okay. So you say, "Oh no, the senator has died, or the senator's been killed," and it's pretty convincing in a way that is like because you're closer than most people being on that boat. Good. So like it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, "Oh, you saw something? Did you see that? Did you see that?" And now like. No, not a lot of people saw it clearly enough to be like, no, he didn't die or he did die. So there's discontent in that. And now you've kind of started the rumor of like, oh, did she see his like head cave in or something like that? With a nat 20 insight and then that high insight from you, Leo, you get the feeling that like the crowd, without the sound of a gunshot, but this really sharp light, it kind of sounds like most of them like didn't assume that he was killed by that punch, but they wouldn't be surprised. It's kind of like if after the fact, like you were at a riot or something or at like a thing and it's like no fatalities. Okay, that's good. It was pretty calm. But if you heard like one person got killed by X, it'd be like, oh, I guess, holy cow, I get, whoa, oh my gosh. Like it would kind of be surprising, but like you could see it happening.
Remember, the Boston Massacre was only like 5 people.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy.
Also before combat starts, I want to also have the Joe Fio who's underwater like head towards Kyle, like get near him at least before like combat starts.
Okay, so now combat starts, and I told you this was going to get crazy. I had this planned out, but you guys come up with a very clever thing. The sky, no, it doesn't go dark. Actually, there is refracting light as large silvery wings explode off of the ship, the Indomitable, behind you guys. And it becomes immediately clear to everyone in the audience that Efferden is here and on the Indomitable. So she uses her action. Enormous wings shoot out from the ship. She doesn't growl or yell or roar or anything, but you can tell that she's preparing to take flight in some way. You hear screams coming from the thing, and people going, "Oh, ah!" like start fleeing, running away. Not a good thing for morale of the fighting forces on the pier.
Oh
But
my
that's
god.
all she spends her turn on is transforming and appearing here. Next, that is Leo.
I see that, right? Like as well from where I am. Okay. Oh, is she? Does it look like she's about to leap and fly where I'm facing, or like away towards like the ocean?
It looks like she is. Oh, am I still sharing my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry about that. Well, that's fine. Great, I'll use that. I didn't realize that. So she is over here. Sorry about that. What was that last thing you said?
Which way she's like facing, like where she's about to like take off?
So it looks like, so I'm going to say that Kyle was punched into the water here. So that is the boat that's closest to Suzanne, as well as, I gotta pull up my thing now, as well as Deza. And
Joe feels a lefty.
what?
I said, so Joe feels a lefty.
I guess she will, yeah, from behind.
Mm.
Feels a lefty. How angelic. So you see that, I'll say it's pretty obvious. This enormous ancient silver dragon is going straight down toward Kyle.
Oh, like down on the water. Oh, okay. I thought it was trying to fly away. Oh.
No, she's preparing to dive and potentially, it's pretty clear
Oh.
Kyle.
I don't know if I want to send another Jophiel to Kyle.
It's quite the puzzle. It's quite the puzzle. So
I got the
got your whole turn, Leo.
I'm going to use my turn to first physically run to the pier as I would say like a little bit over halfway in the pier. Like I was try to like, I don't know, push through the brawl that's happening just so I can physically be closer, and I'm like running with Jophiel in my hands. And I'm thinking while I'm running, Jophiel, what we do?
He's just like, what do we do?
Uh,
It's difficult terrain, but you can do 15 feet of movement up. If you'd like to double move, you can do 30. I'll say that gets you halfway down the pier. It's a very long boat pier here. That's 60 feet down.
yeah, I'm gonna have to double.
Okay. So you use your full action and move action to double move down the pier and get closer as people are running past you, and there's kind of general raucousness and punches getting thrown still. There's a couple people that are still mid-fight and haven't realized there's a dragon over them. Yeah, you run down and get halfway down the pier. Do you want to have Jophiel use any of her actions on stuff?
Yes, I'm gonna have the Jophiel on the pier that punched Kyle. I dive in the water as soon, like hold her action, and she'll dive too in the water
No, we don't.
if she sees a dragon do so as well. Like Like wait until the dragon does it first.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have the Jophiel underwater just get closer to Kyle, like continue getting closer to like
Okay.
protect him, his vicinity. And then my Jophiel will just still have, looking around if anything goes up while still holding my hand. And I'll end my turn.
So we'll say she'll take the dodge action. Well, she had to double move as well to travel with you. So she had to double move. But so the person in the water, she has a swim speed of 30. I'm going to say that she's right next to Kyle now. And Kyle, you're kind of still getting figured out from that punch.
Radiating.
As you're looking up, yeah, your face is glowing. As you're looking up, you see Jophiel that punched you, the one Jophiel that punched you is like getting ready to dive in the water, and you hear people screaming like, she's going to finish the job! And I'm gonna say the security is gonna try and grab onto her once they get their turn, and so she might need to make some contested she might have to make some hits to try to get restrained, basically, but I imagine she'll probably do pretty well there. So it sounds like that's your turn.
Me, yes.
Okay. So, let's go. So funny. Now it is Kubo and Odina's turn here, as well as Deza. I think Deza looks across the boat and is like, and Suzanne has like a fruity drink, like this tattooed tiefling that's like your cleric is like, am I not getting paid? Like she like whispers.
Survive. No, just kidding. So here's a quick question, kind of to the table. But so here's what Kubo is thinking. It's a bad idea, and actually, before he does this, he's probably gonna look at Dinah and be like, oh, "This is a horrible idea." But so I can either cast like a light cantrip or I can cast daylight. That's my third level racial abilities one. And his idea is if he does like this giant kind of like like the joke from like King of the Hill when like Dale is all like pocket sand and like throws it in the guy's eyes and he can't see. Like I'm gonna basically just try to flash bomb the vicinity so that hopefully like Efferdine is at least a little debuffed and everyone is kind of like, oh my gosh, is giving Jophiel's the time to hopefully get Kyle and get away. And then I guess he's gonna have to get away. But
I have no way of communicating with you, so I'm not gonna say it, but I have plans.
Okay, that's fine. I figured you
always
would.
has plans.
No, I know, but I mean, doing this, Kubo's gonna have to get away now because he's definitely showing a hand. But I mean, maybe that'll be the safest for everyone.
Yeah, so I will just have the crowd roll as one large entity. I will also have the security roll as a different entity and then Efferdine roll as well, but I do need to know the range on that.
Okay, it's 60 feet for range. I would like to use it. Let's see. I'm just making sure I'm gonna read it. To cast it, it's just one of his actions, so I guess I technically had 2 actions. So good.
Action.
Technically, I get a point of like for it to come from or like to touch something. So I think Kubo is going to like.
You want to do Jophiel or like the spot where Jophiel is at?
Yeah, the one who's preparing to dive. He's gonna make it be that one. That makes the most sense, I think.
What's the save?
I don't have a save component.
Daylight doesn't have any. It's a non-hostile spell, so there is no save.
I'm trying to use it as like a flash grenade, though.
Right, and so I mean, just
that's what it really is.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, guys.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to rule that, but with the language of daylight as it is, I don't think that will deter Efferdine at all, but it will make more shiny lights that might distract
I mean, yeah, the whole goal of this is confusion and stuff. Yeah.
I'm just trying to do anything to make it more confusing. If there's any possibility that more light would confuse or deter Efferdine, this is what I'm trying to do here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that for one of his actions. If it's okay, we can imagine something cool happening while he goes ahead and real quick does this. Like maybe a little bit of that channeled divinity, and then
you just jump in the water and start swimming after too, or what's your thought?
No.
Please
I don't know. I would like to actually hold an action, and the action I'm going to hold is let's see. So I'm using one of my things. Can I also do? I don't think like I'm a paladin. So I don't really,
Daylight's a full action.
yeah, I get two though.
No, if you
So it's
take
full, like
the
all my
attack
actions?
action, if you take the attack action, you get to make 2 weapon attacks. You don't get 2 actual full actions.
Okay.
You can't
well,
double cast like spells or anything like that.
Good for me. I mean, that's all that I can do then. So that's all I can do. But yeah, so Kugo totally before he does this is just like, this is probably a bad idea, and then he just does it because.
So I'm gonna say the nature of Peregrine shows off here, and the light shines out really bright, but it's kind of like this blue tinged, kind of, for lack of a better word, slimy light. It kind of feels a little goopy, but it's explodes out from there. Odina, I think, is like at your shoulder, hand on your shoulder, is like, I don't want to do. I thought I was the only. Like she does not know.
I know. You don't have to do anything, dear. We can get you out of here if we need to. But,
I can. I mean, I'm not that dragon, but I am age. I mean, I thought I was going to be the biggest thing here. If I'm going to be real.
no, that's fair. No, that's totally fair. That's totally fair. If you like, need to like take a breath, I can give you some magical healing if that helps with anything. I am very bad at this. Normally, I'm just punching and kicking, but right now it's like we gotta save Kyle before she eats him or something. No offense, I don't know what Ephrodite's gonna do when she finds out he's not the real senator. So.
All right. So
she's met you before too. I forgot about that. Oh shoot.
you guys have these.
She's you know, public enemy number 1 for whatever happened to Adlyria. So she can try to abduct me.
I love this so much.
Hooray. Okay.
A little evil energy. Okay. Okay, next is the crowd. So I'm gonna say there's a couple people that have jumped into the water. We'll say that 2 of them have been able to close with Kyle and your situation, and they're just gonna throw punches and try and grab onto you guys. One of them did get a nat 20, so I will just do them left to
We don't
right.
have they're going to be rolling with disadvantage unless they're like lizard folk.
That's a good point. So that was actually only a 13 then.
Merfolk.
And that one is an 11.
The merfolk have shown
The
up.
first 13 is going to be going for Jophiel, and then the 11 will be going for Kyle.
I'll miss.
13 is. Let me double check. It is a miss. Yes.
Okay, so they swim over, and it's just like it is a rather charming, younger, maybe 16-year-old tiefling guy. This kind of has like blue tinged horns and stuff. He's like, "I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, old man!" They start getting ready to just punch you. And the other one is this old lady going after Jophiel. He's like, "Give me a slice of him!" And so this is just kind of the crowd here. Now these are going to be people trying to restrain Jophiel. That is a 6 and a 15 to hit on Jophiel.
Miss and miss.
Awesome. So the 2 guards can't even get close with the big bright light that they're seeing, and they are not able to put their hands on Jophiel before she jumps into the water.
Nice.
Next up, rest of the crowd fleeing, running, screaming, brawling, people evangelizing, soapboxing. It is a politically vigorous event. And now we are to Kyle. There is a angry punk purple tiefling trying to rock your dome in the water next to you.
Muttering under my breath, utterly inaudibly, considering I'm underwater, I'm gonna kind of just say, "Sorry, kid," and I'm gonna reach into one pocket and hand another pocket. I'm gonna pull out my disguise kit in one side and a grenade in the other. And game mechanics, I'm casting Thunder Wave, but I'm using a grenade to blow up my disguise kit and scatter a shitload of paint and dye and stuff like that all over the water and make a giant smoke cloud, basically, of
Wow.
makeup and shit.
Is this a mechanical spell you're casting?
Is it red?
Mechanically, it's Thunderwave. But I'm blowing up my disguise kit with it, and because I do everything entirely with devices. It's a grenade, not a
I love this but I will basically let you make this like have a smoke cloud effect, but you will not like I'm gonna say it until you get a no disguise kit that's back.
Yeah.
Like you won't be able to do disguise.
Yeah. It's blowing up the disguise kit. Yep.
Okay.
That was.
I love the idea of this causing like a balloon of paint and nauseous like liquid latex just over the water. So yeah.
The environment.
What?
The environment.
Everything, everything that is within the range, including the kid or tiefling dude, is gonna need to make a Constitution save.
Constitution save. Okay. So old lady got a 19. Kid got a 14.
Okay.
Is it 20 feet?
They're both going to take 5 points of thunder damage, and neither one's going to be pushed back.
Okay, Joe Fiel. Roll me the save for Joe Fiel.
I could probably angle this so that it didn't, but honestly, out of spite, I would intentionally include Joe Fiel in the radius.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'll say that 20.
So what is she rolling? Or what?
Constitution save.
Save.
Constitution. Okay, Trofeo. 13?
13.
Okay, you meet it. So 5 thunder and no pushback.
Okay, so you make up liquid latex, like just gross, magical, like nauseous perfumes, and like I love the idea that this disguise kit was like a bag of holding situation, and so it just had an obnoxious amount of like different paints and makeups and everything, and so there's like a low-hanging smoggy cloud of like makeup over your location. So I'm gonna say. It's kind of like full cover, basically. So we're gonna say for the next like 2 rounds, this whole like 20-foot radius is like, and so Deza and Suzanne that had visual on you on the boat above you, like can't see you at all now. It's just all stuff. You can just hear the grandma and them, like they can't see anything either, so they're just kind of swinging wildly, and you're just kind of sitting in this cloud of smoke.
Yeah, so I'll operate under that with my regular action and bonus action. I'm gonna try and dive and swim out of their reach and towards where the intended rendezvous was.
Gotcha. I think your swim speed is 30, or is it halved? It's not like climbing.
Well, it's half if you don't have a speed. So which I don't. So between that and the bonus action from dashing, it would be 30 though. So
okay. Oh, I see.
Because
but shockwave is a full action, right? Or that's your spell,
right? Okay. But rogue bonus, I can do dash as a bonus action because of the cunning. So
you do not play like a rogue, and so it's surprising that you're so slippery. So yeah, you managed to get outside of the range of the smoke cloud by swimming underneath it, and they are not even able to detect you. They don't have it to do any like attacks of opportunity, nothing like that. But you are underwater still, kind of at the end of your initiative. You're just like swimming.
Yeah,
out.
I'm not even trying the surface. I guess we should probably start a round counter for air.
So which direction are you trying to swim in here? Because you kind of away from.
I guess assuming that the top is north, it'd be to the west, because that's where we were trying to group up. I thought.
Okay, so
I might be wrong.
Left, this way to the left.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So yeah.
Never eat soggy waffles.
So you get basically the back end of the boat that Suzanne and Seth is, and I'm going to say it's chaos. No roll needed. Nobody can detect you. Oh yeah, but dragons be spooky. So
blind sight. Yeah, I know.
Well, they also have legendary actions.
No.
So that's one of their legendary actions is detect. So I think that you see, well, you won't see this, but everyone on ship will see this. You will see her tracking, outside of the cloud. I should.
Am I within range of the blind sight?
So it's
Because
not.
if not, then I would like to at least oppose a stealth. Actually,
So,
I'm not even entirely sure.
Yeah, so here's the language. The dragon can take 3 legendary actions, choosing from the options below. Only one option can be used at a time, and only at the end of another creature's turn. End of your turn. Detect. The dragon makes a wisdom (perception) check.
Okay.
So
then yeah, that would be an opposed. That would be if they're trying to grab me while I'm hiding, that'd be opposed, right?
oh, you're right. I apologize. It is still a check. It's not
Yeah.
just a So
Automatically see.
yeah, that's right. Sorry, I thought it was an automatic perception. So yeah, that's going to be. She's going to attempt to track you into the water. So roll a stealth check here.
So I think no. Yeah.
I'll do this with disadvantage as well.
Well, so that's what I was thinking about. I think it'd be functionally flat because I mean, on one hand, you would normally have the like cover and stuff, but she'd blind sight. So I don't know. I got a 13.
You got a 13. Okay. And she does get a plus 16 to her perception. So that is a 24.
Okay, well there you go.
But you are outside of range of blind sight. And so
then yeah, it would be a disadvantage then, but I mean,
well, with disadvantage, that was what she got.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's spooky. She's spooky. I've made her intentionally difficult. She is as stats as written for a dragon. But that's her legendary action. So she's used one. She doesn't get another until her turn, which is now. And so she is going to open her wings. She's going to use an action and cast Frightful Presence. Each creature of her choice within 120 feet of it must succeed in a DC. Let me see. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
So I have a question. I don't think I'm even entirely aware that she's there.
That's an excellent point. Yeah. So I don't, and she wouldn't be targeting you with this because you're her ally, from what you know.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Good point.
So you don't need to make the save, but everyone else, including like anybody within 120 feet, which is basically up to the end of the pier here, will need to make this save.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Wow.
Kubo
What is
has
it? Constitution?
wisdom.
Oh, wisdom.
Wisdom
Oh
saving.
no.
Is it wisdom?
I'm not looking bueno.
Back in my day, all fear saves were charisma based.
Well, now you're showing your
Okay.
age. I'm just
Okay.
kidding. Oh, Zach.
23 for me.
A 3 from you?
23 for me. And
3. Wow.
and a 13 for Jophiel.
13 for Jophiel. Okay, interesting. I'm going to roll one for the crowd. I would be very surprised if they won. They got a 3. So I'm going to roll one for Deza and one for Suzanne. This is an interesting spread of people. So Kubo, I have to allow the dice to tell this story. It was a DC 21 save. Let me see what
That's fine. I don't care.
wisdom score.
I got lucky.
But this is very cute. So the people that you see on the ships, Odina and Kubo hug and like cuddle into the bottom of the boat and like, oh, like because she just roars and screams. Both of you guys fail your save. Odina, who is a dragon, is so scared that she just collapses, falls over. People on the pier are throwing themselves off the pier to get away, trampling each other, fleeing. There's abject terror. Jophiel is frozen. Jophiel just has this moment of like, she is also like affected by the spell. Suzanne, the tiefling with all these tattoos, takes another sip from her drink, completely unaffected. And Deza also collapses and falls off to the side. Leo, the water's like part in front of you, and you feel Jophiel like leave behind you. These people are just running off the ship, and you like look up at the dragon, and you don't feel an ounce of fear. It is just chill, cold blood as you look up at this dragon screaming up above you.
Wow.
Now, this is going to be interesting because she used her action to do that, and she only has one movement, and it's 80 feet. And so, basically, she's going to use her movement to straight toward Kyle in the water and prepare to pick him up. But basically, she just meets your location. So she is basically like in the water like an eagle with her talons wrapped around Senator Peterson, but has not grabbed you yet. And so this is going to be kind of like the frozen moment for all of your next turns. She is like an eagle about to grab Senator Peterson on her next turn. But yeah, she wouldn't have chosen you as a target, so you don't need to make the save, so you are not frightened. Everyone else, you are frightened for the next minute under the frightened condition.
Can we roll to get out of it?
Yeah, you save on the end of your turn. Or
it's not frightened condition. Just means that you cannot go toward them, and you cannot attack them. I believe, is that right? And you have disadvantage on hits while they're in line of sight. I'm gonna pull that up.
Is it my turn?
there's like 3 tiers of fear. I don't remember off the top of my head. But
5e frightened is a little different, I think. They don't have the
Whatever works. Listen, let's get it to it. Kubo needs to have some words with Odina, because does she know anything that can help? I don't know. Like, what do I do? What if she flies away? Will we have to chase after him? Or like will Kyle just kind of be left to his fate?
So here's how the frightened works, just so everybody knows for their turns. Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight. So basically, if you can see the dragon, those 2 things apply. And the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. So it cannot.
If because of where I swam, if she's coming down to me, then she'd be entirely within the bubble of the die pack, basically, that I blew up. They wouldn't be able to see her.
What size is Gargantuan?
20 by 20.
And the smoke cloud is above us.
Well, the smoke
Well,
cloud
above him.
It's filling the water. I didn't really imagine it going into the air, but
Well, or just her like front paws. I don't know what to call them.
Yeah,
like,
I meant us, like, because
in the water, like her head is still up and looking around.
so much more dramatic and cool.
I mean, I said I swam down under it to try and go down and over.
Okay,
so I mean,
so let's make this very cinematic.
I would be at least 30 feet down. So if she's trying to grab me, she'd be under the water in the cloud. You guys wouldn't be able to see her.
Let's make this very cinematic. So let's describe exactly how this goes. She roars immensely. The water ripples out from the boat she's standing on. People jump, throw, fall everywhere. Leo has this moment of clarity, no fear at all, as everyone else is frozen, standing still. The creature cuts through the air, slips into this cloud of noxious makeup and water spray, and for a brief moment of predatory terror, the dragon is invisible. So now everybody gets their round until it takes off.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, now it is back to Leo.
Yes. So, since I'm not feared, I'm gonna look. Okay, so I'm gonna turn. Where's Jofio? Is she feared next to me, or is she 5 miles away at this point?
So she is feared right behind you, but she's not. She technically cannot see the dragon for this round and this round only. Same with Jophiel ahead on the pier. In the water as well, because they have no line of sight.
Well, okay. it just sucks because Joe feels feared, and that means if one's feared, they're all feared. So
Yeah. Well, what about the one who's
That's
the point
a
of light? So while one of them is running away, she still has the spell on her. Just so we're all aware. I don't know.
so yeah, she's running away with light. I'm going to hold my action and wait for her.
running rules.
Wait, I'm gonna shoot at her. I'm shooting a fireball. I cast fireball.
Okay, now we're getting spicy. Okay, so you
Says-
cast fireball on the cloud. Basically, you select the fireball as
Yes, I would shoot where I last saw where she was in the clouds, and I'm just gonna shoot fireball.
I love this. This might be getting a little dark, but this is hard to watch as a player, but as the game, this is fun. This is like when I'm playing RimWorld and all my people die, and the game's like, but it's fun.
I see you on that a lot. You play Stellaris or CK3 with me, damn it.
Yeah, roll damage. I'll roll the save.
Oh, it's a 9 to hit. Never mind.
You don't roll it to hit for fireball.
Fireball's a dex save. You roll your
You
damage.
roll damage.
Oh,
they
but
roll save.
if it's in the air, just randomly throw in the air.
Just pick a point. You just
Pick a
literally-
point, and that's where it goes.
Oh, it just explodes.
Yeah,
Oh,
fireball's dope,
You
man.
don't area of effect. Yeah.
This is actually a really good situation to use it in too.
okay.
I
I
mean,
didn't
under
know
normal
that.
circumstances, you'd have to,
Okay, so fireball is
aiming into a cloud of goo.
Oh, she has to do a dex save
Or-
in general.
yeah.
What did she
Yeah,
get?
you need to roll damage though. Still, so 8d6.
Whoops. Like 8, 6, 29 fire damage.
Very nice.
29. Okay, so she did make a save at 19. Well, actually, it's technically 26.
She made a save of 19.
Yeah, so it'd be half.
A save of 26, so she takes half of the damage.
That's 14.
Rounds up 15.
Oh, 15.
So you
That's still worth.
throw a full fireball into the water at her. It explodes, ignites. Now you smell burnt makeup and all this stuff. Still have no line of sight on her as this explosion goes off. But yeah, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I could do. Yeah, because Jofio left me. Yeah, and then. I'm gonna. Can I roll for her fear thing, or I can't do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm done with my turn, and she can't do anything now except run away. So I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
It's another wisdom, you said.
So yeah, it's another wisdom save, but she can run away or she can cast spells, but they're just at disadvantage if they're spells that require an attack.
Yeah.
No,
it's
she can't
the
cast.
frightened tier, not panicked or anything like that. So
Nope. So she runs. I guess she can't cast anything. So.
she doesn't need to run.
Then
not-
she gets
it's not like turn undead or anything where it has extra special stuff. It's just
Oh.
a frightened condition.
I thought it was like turn on dead where she has to run away. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna hold her hand and be like, yo, relax. It's okay. Está bien.
Can't go closer. Disadvantage on attacks and ability checks if they can see it, which technically she can't right now. So
Okay.
basically, it's just she can't run into the.
Okay, so I have my turn right there. But I can't. I'm just gonna pray. I blew her out the sky.
I have a spell that might help you out.
Okay, so now we are to Kubo and Odina.
Okay. So the first thing Kubo's gonna do is gonna look at Odina and be like, can you do that? What the?
Should I do that? I can do that. I can do that.
Do you think she'd listen to you if you just told her maybe not to kill us?
Almost definitely not. I don't think she wants to kill anybody. She doesn't want to. She almost definitely doesn't want to kill anybody. She's probably just
Right, but she's definitely gonna kill Kyle if she picks him up and expects the senator. And it's Kyle. She's met Kyle.
His disguise is pretty
Well, I'm
good.
pretty awesome.
You're not here though. But no. But
I know,
with all this makeup and stuff, what if his disguises weren't out?
Look, we'll figure it out. She tears her sundress, explodes into this huge
God.
monstrosity, and now she is a full. She used her action to polymorph back into draconic form.
Kubo is kind of just has like a little ooh on his face for a second, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, okay." And he's gonna cast Aid. How far away is Leo from me? Actually, real quick.
Leo is so to point out the map here, you guys are here, Leo is about here. So I'd give it a good 30, 40. Well, actually you're over here.
Perfect. That fits in the spell range. Okay. I just had to make sure. Okay, so when I cast Aid, I'm bolstering my allies with toughness and resolve. I'm choosing up to 3 people. And each of us gets just extra hit points, which I'm not thinking she'll attack us, but like if she does on accident, I don't know how dragons work. I've
Just putting spells, you're doing what you can.
Yeah. So yeah, Leo's gets +5. I'm gonna give +5. Well, I don't think I can to Kyle.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, what did I get? I get haste.
One of the Joe Fields
Oh.
that's in front of me +5, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna give +5 to Deza. So that's my 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's temporary hit points.
And then he's just gonna have his swords out because I think I've done my action. Well, no, yeah, that's the only thing I can think to do. Otherwise, is just he has his swords out and he's like ready to, I guess, help Odina. And I'm
Also,
gonna make
the boat person is starting to get the vibes, and they are steering the boat closer to dock so that people can get off and do stuff. So we'll say that next round you'll be able to just basically step onto the dock if you need to.
add away. Okay, I'm gonna roll to see if I have to do it with disadvantage, right?
For what? Oh yeah. No.
So-
For getting rid of the frightened condition.
No,
Yeah.
there's no disadvantage because you can't see them.
Oh,
Goes
Yeah.
flat.
then I got a
It
24.
also, saves aren't technically
Oh!
ability checks, so you wouldn't. Yeah.
Odina is still scared, but yeah, you got a 24. Yeah, now it's the crowd's turn. There you can't see it. A couple people are going like, was there? Am I going crazy? As they're still running.
Like,
I
I
was
also
like,
feel
it's under
super bad for the
control, everyone.
tiefling and old lady that you just murdered.
Under control. This is normal. Just gaslight everyone in the audience.
my eyes.
Yeah,
Leo.
so people are running, fleeing, scared, terrified, general pandemonium. Crowd isn't doing anything additional. They sure as hell ain't touching Jophiel. The guards are fully running down the pier, not interested in trying to get in people's way at all.
She's
now
too pretty.
Back to Kyle's turn.
Oh, yay.
Drowning.
I have another minute still. Shockingly long in 5e.
Can't relate. Oh. Just grow wings, Kyle. Easy. Everyone's doing it. A dragon did it. Jophiel does it. 3 Jophiels do it. I do it sometimes.
Odina did it. It can't be that hard.
Oh, Dinah did it. I think Kyle did it when he like.
This is speciesism.
I would need time to prepare something like that.
Mechanical wings.
God, I don't need.
Pull out that noggin gun.
I'm clearly aware of the fact that Odina or that Effordine's trying to snag me. Know that she knows where I'm at. I don't necessarily know that she still thinks I'm Peterson, and I'd probably be reacting somewhat instinctual to the fact that a dragon is trying to grab me out of the water, and I'm still having been donkey punched by God.
God is a woman.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and I'd probably try and use shocking grasp real quick
On her eye.
No, I'm not even really trying. It's not even the damage. I'm just trying to shut off reactions so I can swim away. So
Oh, I'm dumb. I forgot.
Yeah, I assume that's gonna miss.
What was that?
That is a 1.
10.
Okay.
I don't roll well. Yeah, so I try and slap at her hand as electricity is coating the inside of my glove. And I just kick and swim as further down. I might be. I don't even know if I'm bumping up against the bottom. I'm trying to get a. Nope. Just keep
Okay.
going deeper. Even yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry that I've put you up against such an immovable force. Yeah, we'll keep going. We'll keep rolling with it. As you try to go down, she's going to use a reaction to try and basically opportunity attack snatch you.
Yeah, so because of the fact I wasn't able to do that, I'm gonna do cunning to do disengage, and then I'm gonna swim my regular distance.
Slippery.
I'm only going 15, but yeah.
Yeah, so you you slap it and you feel them like reflexively go, and you're like, ooh, no.
I kind of imagine as I feel the arm trying to grab me, and I swipe at it, electricity coating my hands. It kind of glances off the talon, but then I find the talon to use as like an anchor point, put my feet off, and kick myself down deeper.
Yeah. Okay, so I'd be very surprised if this doesn't happen a very specific way, but at the end of your turn, she's going to use a legendary action wing attack. And so every creature within 15 feet has to make.
Oh, you're lagging. I didn't catch that.
Okay, so every creature
with legendary action wing attack, and then yeah, he froze.
Oh, I heard legendary action transform.
back into a human, swim alongside.
Is he a robot for you guys too?
Oh. Are we good? Can you guys
yeah. Good.
Gotcha. So the only two people within range to be hit by this are the people on the boat, which is Suzanne and Deza. And Deza fully biffs it. Suzanne got her drink unfettered. She's wild. Actually, no, it's a DC 525. They are both fully smacked. The boat tilts off the side. This boat here gets pushed over here. The cloud is fully dispersed. All the smoke is dispersed. It's going to use its attack to try and grab Matt out of the water. And so it gets 3 of these. First, it kind of shoots down with its mouth. That's a nat 1. So you manage to avoid the first attack. And then it's.
I would also point out that wait, do silvers have swim speed? Because without that, it would be a disadvantage too.
They have disadvantage here?
Yeah, underwater, unless they have swim speed. I don't know if silvers do off the top of my head.
So yeah, that first one was a nat 1. So now we're gonna do the 2 claws.
We do not.
Okay, so the first one is a claw. Okay, that one will probably still hit you. That is a 33 to hit.
Oh, way!
I'm sorry. Hit you.
Oh, Dinah's coming. It's fine. It's fine.
You might need that diamond.
So basically, she just hits you with its mouth. It's non-lethal. There's no damage to it. She's just restraining you. So one of the claws manages to, and then. So with legendary action, move action, she is getting basically about 60 feet in the air towards the city line with a soggy mat in her talon.
Okay.
So after that turn, now it's back to Leo. So you shoot a fireball, all the wind dispersed, pushes you, all the smoke and makeup getting plastered all over the place, and then and you see a soggy, trench-coated, white-haired Senator Johnson getting pulled up out of the water.
Oh no, this is so bad.
At least the disguise is still on. I was more worried what would happen if she found out you weren't him, personally. So.
But we can't go after him because Joe feels still fear.
I'm worried. I don't know if I don't know if Kyle would. I'm trying to decide if I can play that straight. We'll have to see.
I mean, when it's my turn, I can ask Odina for a ride. We'll see if she feels up to it. Who knows?
I'm going to look at Jophiel that I'm holding hands with, and I'm going to turn towards her. And I'm going to grab her other hand. I'm like, you could do it. I'm gonna cast resistance, and she gets a plus 1d4 to any saving throws, and I'm gonna have her do the wisdom again with a +4,
Okay,
and hopefully she could break out of this fear.
21.
You would be better off just performing the help action and giving your advantage, though, mathematically speaking.
Oh, can I? Okay, I didn't know I could do that. Okay,
Either way.
yes. I'd rather do that instead. remove that.
What'd you
Give me
get?
back my spell slot.
Give me back my spell slot. I need you to calm down. You're my mobile spell slot.
Right, like you're my everything. Oh my god. Oh my god. 4.
I think
It's so sad. I don't know.
Jophiel, who has
Makes
this
you feel any better, that D4 wouldn't have helped any.
It would give me a 7.
this is a great moment of storytelling, actually. Roll me an insight on this.
Oh my god, Jofio. I'll slap you. Insight. Okay. 15?
One of these days, I'm going to teach you guys how to integrate your spell sheets.
So what you get on this 15 is she was scared by the dragon at first, and like she was shocked by it, but this is some angelic ancient being. She's hearing and thinking about something else that's worrying her, and she is not present in the moment. And there's something non-dragon related happening right now, but it's not anything that's threatening you. She's thinking about something else. This has brought to mind something else she was worried about.
Oh my god, Jofio. Yeah, that's it. That's my action. I'm a bonus action say that, and then that's it.
Okay.
My turn. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna have the other Jofio that's underwater now, since the dragon's away, can she like fearfully come to the docks too with me and the other?
I don't think there's any limit on the distance. And so with frightened, I don't think that she can get in any way closer to the dragon, even if she's
Hey, closer to the dragon, but the dragon grabbed me and started flying away. So
Yeah, so she can come to me then.
Back to Leo, right?
Yeah, can she come to me then?
The dragon is flying past Leo. So
okay,
yeah.
well then, yeah.
From the ship, grabbed down here, and then it's flying.
Okay.
So can my Jofio underwater come to me then, or can she not? No. Oh, okay. That's it. Then I have my turn.
Okay. Now it is Kubo and Odina. Odina's like, I've never seen her go full dragon, and it's like I feel very like not enough, because like I'm like easily a fourth of her size, and I know it's not anything to compare because we're both dragon creatures, but like so she's frightened.
So okay, well she's spiraling. Kubo's gonna give her the help action, but like if the touch is okay, because she is in her dragon form, he's going to like be like it's just kind of like hug at her like arm or something and be like, "You're fantastic. You're
giant lizard hawk.
Yeah, just like don't worry about it."
She got an let me see, 18. She does, yes, she does make it. Literally meets the 21.
Hell yeah.
It's a saving throw. If it was flat roll, then she wouldn't. But yeah, so she managed to break out of it. On her next turn, she'll be able to fly off. And
okay. So then to prepare for that, Kubo is just going to ask her if he can go with her. Like, can I go with you to go get Kyle? Is that okay?
Yeah. She's probably just taking him back to her horde. Like she does most of her social connections. I mean, normally she takes a limo there.
No, that's cool, but is it better to grab him from her now, or do we just?
I wouldn't. I'm not planning on doing that. I mean, we could talk to her. We could fly alongside her and talk.
Let's try that. My biggest fear again is that when she realizes that Kyle's not the senator, she kills him. That's my biggest fear. You know.
She's a loose cannon. I don't know.
That's what I mean.
Knows Kyle from the casino, so maybe.
It's just very suspicious. It's just. Do you mind if can I ride you? How does this work? Do you want to grab
Can
me?
I ride you?
Yeah, no, it's fine. I get it. She grabs like the vacant Jophiel, puts her on her back. We're starting to get out of.
What? If we're leaving combat, if I wanted to.
So wait, Kubo can ride her then? Is that allowed?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm a giant dragon creature. It's cool.
Okay, cool.
What was that, Leo?
Okay, so just for my understanding, so Dragon got Kyle went southwards of this image.
Yes.
And now Kubo is getting a ride on the dragon because we are deciding that this is over. But I yeah, like I don't want to leave Kyle. I don't know. I have a bad feeling about leaving Kyle. So I'm going, but now confirming it. I just want to confirm also we're out of combat, correct?
Yes. Well, I mean, you guys are still technically in initiative, but Kyle's going to get a turn being dragged, like, being in the talons of the dragon, basically.
Okay, because I pulled a big dumbhead move, and I would like to cast heroism on Jophiel, giving her immunity to frightened, and I will quickly be Leo Fiel and fly my 140 feet and try to get him.
Perfect.
Okay. So we're gonna say you get one more round until that happens. So we'll say that after this turn,
Perfect.
perform that, but you didn't do that on your last turn. We're not gonna go back and do that.
Yeah.
And so Kubo and Odina have had their turn. Now we're back to the crowd. Things start to have calmed down as people have fled and realize they're safe. The dragon is, a couple tens of feet up in the air. But you see police sirens start to go off, and it seems like police are coming to calm and assess the situation. You can see two very charred corpses on the side of the dock of the young tiefling boy and the old lady that were caught kind of in the crossfires there. And they do not look.
Hopefully, they don't have good dental records, and one of them can be mistaken for Peterson.
Yikes.
Boy, okay. Yeah. You guys hear the sirens and you realize, like, yikes. You hear some screams from people on the dock because they recognize that there's some bodies in the water, and they do recognize the bodies in the water. And now that will be to Kyle, who you'll have one turn before we kind of leave initiative order.
Yeah. Commandingly, in my managing to maintain my Peterson persona, or at least attempting to, I'm going to demand to be taken to a specific, like, kind of like, I don't know, underground doctor or whatever that I know, and I'm gonna coming up on the fly. Kind of like mobs go to, like, either like a doctor that lost their medical license, or like a vet.
Like,
I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna name a place like that and demand, in the name of the Remalin Senate, that take me there for medical treatment.
Yeah, roll me a not persuasion. I'm gonna say your master class, thief kind of thing. I'm not gonna make you think up the name or anything like that, but roll me like a persuasion check.
Persuasion or deception, or what do you want me to do? I either.
Let's just do persuasion, because I don't think you need to be deceitful here. She's picked you up.
Nope.
Natural 20.
No, I don't roll good. You know that. 13.
13. You see, and she's flying, like, oh, I've got wonderful doctors back at the Horde, honey. Don't you fret. Don't you fret. You hear her say that as she's flying you across. And so she doesn't seem to be listening to you.
Okay.
You hear her roar out over the crowd, like, I'm going to keep this one safe. Hope y'all have a wonderful Saturday. And she's just flies off. She has a fly speed of 80, so each round she can do 160 feet. Odina has a fly speed of 160 feet as well, surprisingly. And so she can keep pace at least behind them. But I don't know if Leofiel would have that speed to keep up with them.
Leofiel will when he casts his haste on himself And for a minute, I
Some
will go
cocaine.
280 feet a turn.
I got one more thing I want to do on my turn, actually. And
We'll allow it. So
I don't
as you're preparing to do this, everyone's getting ready for a high-speed chase.
Okay.
yeah, as you're doing that, and I throw a grenade down her throat, targeting myself.
Oh my god.
Down her throat, targeting yourself. Describe this. So she's got you in her claws.
So yeah. Oh, I thought you said you got no. She got me with a bite.
No, the bite was the first one that she got the nat 1 on. The claw was the second. So she got you with the claw.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna throw the grenade at her, intentionally including myself in its area of effect to push me out of her.
You're gonna like intentionally fail the shockwave, basically. That would do it.
Yeah. Well, normally it'd be swept out from me, but I'm instead including myself in it.
But will you live?
Well, it's okay. We got to
We'll find out. I don't know.
Don't you have like 12 HP or something?
13.
Oh my god.
She's
Look.
as you're doing it, she's like, "Stop squirming, honey. You're fine. I got you out of there. You're good. I keep my own safe."
Oh my
I
god.
kind of don't want.
I take 5 thunder damage and I'm launched 15 feet out of her claws.
I mean, I can't deny the
That's
mechanics there. Like, I mean, it would be shocking, surprising. I mean, I could make her roll like a save, but I want to let you have this. Yeah.
There's
I guess yeah,
characters.
I guess she should roll for how much damage she takes from it.
All right. What was that, Maddie?
I was just gonna say the good news is there's like there's Leo and I can try to catch you.
Catch you before you
So
hit the ground.
it should be okay.
Or I land, die, and you take me to Shoshana or Susanna or whatever who is nearby. So.
Yeah.
Stand revising. Yeah, so you go 15 feet down immediately. She had, or no, you did this before she was able to do another move action. So she was not more than roughly 40 feet off the ground. So if you were to move 15 feet down, they would only have 20 foot of movement to react and cross all that distance of 60 feet roughly to pick you up. So basically, only Odina or with both of her move actions could pick you up right now before you hit the ground again. But yeah, so how much damage did you take?
5. I got really low.
Oh my god, that's so good. So good.
Yeah, you got like a.
I would have had to almost get maximum to actually outright kill myself with it. So
you got a 34 on the save, so I think she only takes.
Yeah. So she takes 3 thunder damage.
Takes
34.
Zap.
Yeah.
But yeah, you with a kimbo that is hard to describe. Literally, like you do like a rocket jump from TFT, but with a grenade. You like hold it at your stomach and blow yourself backward out of her hands. And you are free falling. He goes, "Honey, what are you doing?" Now,
Okay.
it is Epherdeen's turn immediately after yours. So
Let's just keep it going. Yeah, all right. Does she try to catch him?
back down.
Let's go. Come on.
If it made Kyle feel better, that's good then. So.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
I think she's gonna do this non-lethally to go you unconscious potentially. No, she is not gonna do that. She respects you. 1 second. So I'm gonna roll. Yeah, that's like a 35 to hit with a bite.
I think that'll
You want me
hit.
to say anything? Because I'm not going to.
I'm sorry. Yeah, there's nothing.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Miss.
Ancient Silver Dragon. So she does not go as far. So she zips down, picks you up with your mouth again, and then flies up. And this time you're in her mouth. He's like, "Will you stop this? Stop it! What are you doing?" And you're like right next to her head. And she flies off. She gets another 80 feet. That's going to be her turn. Now it is Leo's turn.
With my 280 feet, I shall fly.
So we got to make sure we're doing all the steps here because you need to transform into Leofiel. What is that an action?
Yes.
That's an action. You need to cast haste on yourself. That's an additional action. And then you need to do your moves.
Yes.
So with one move action, how much distance can you do without using any other actions on moves?
With haste, I get 2 actions. So can I? You want the double action because I count as 1 action?
You get the
So
haste.
if you cast haste first, you can potentially use one of those actions, arguably, to do the merge, but then you would still only have the 1 move.
Yeah.
So then I will move 140 first because in that same turn I cast haste.
Yeah, I mean, it would still be doubling your speed. So if you have a 70 move speed with that,
Yeah,
then
that's
that
140.
1 move speed that you got after that would be the 140. Yeah.
Okay.
So then,
yeah.
So my second turn I move 140,
So
and my third.
No, first move you'd be able to move 140. So as your action, you cast haste. As the bonus action from haste, basically, you use it to merge with Jophiel. And then for your actual move, you go the 140 feet.
Yes, and then the following turn I go the 280.
The next
afterwards. Turn. Yes.
But this
well,
is
technically the following turn you go 420, but.
So the good news is because of Kyle's
yeah,
because you only get 1 of those movements.
But
right?
that first turn you only get the 140. Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't only get 2 actions. You get 2 actions after you cast haste, and at this first turn you had to use that to cast haste and then merge.
Yes.
So, but because of Kyle's shenanigans, you are able to close, and so you, as your big scary flying angel, zoop, and the crowd's like, he's going to kill him still. There's crowds, there's bullets going wild in the air as the police are like, holy shit! This is way out of their pay grade. Now it is back to Kubo and Adina.
If we agree that she was gonna fly off too, we'll do that. But I'm gonna ask her if on the way, before we go whatever, like, does Deza and Suzanne need us to pick him up? Understandably, you know, a little anxious to leave her alone around the cops, being who we are. So.
So Deza and Suzanne like look up. You see like one of the butlers is the driver of the boat, and she goes like, just go, we're good, just go.
But I guess we're gonna go, I mean, I'm sure Adina would probably agree. She's just gonna go the whole 160 if she can, or as far as she can go for her turn.
So you guys double move. So you guys are flying next to Ephrodine now. And she's got Kyle in her mouth and is trying to talk around him without hurting Kyle. And it's like, what the hell are all you guys doing here?
Hello, Ephrodine. Can we talk about this? This has become really intense, hasn't it?
This is really intense. This is not well.
This isn't the senator. This isn't the senator. This isn't the senator.
Oh my god! If Kyle was here, we would all die. He would pull out 5 grenades at the same time.
It's one of those moments where everybody's flying together, and these are huge dragons, so their wing beats are enormous.
No, just hold on a second.
Quiet, everybody's just like, you guys are in the air. I will say your safe distance to be heard from everybody. But yeah, Kubo just fully was like, it's not the senator, it's not the senator. And now you're flying, and Kubo is in the dragon's mouth. I think for a solid second there's silence, and then she goes, well, if he ain't the senator, then who is he?
Oh, he's gonna be so mad at me. We'll discuss this after. Do you know where Adlaria went? She was supposed to be here. Was she with you?
No, I was here for Senator Peterson.
That's incredibly suspicious. I'm sorry. I would imagine that a dynamite kind of give him a look, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry."
Let's figure this all out at the Horde. Everybody's safe there, okay?
Okay. Please don't kill him.
Not yet. Can I get you out of my mouth, sir?
I'll take him if you want. How about we just?
She pulls her claws up and like gently wraps them around. It's kind of like an eagle maneuvering its food, and then she has Kyle in her talons underneath.
Okay.
And is flying. And eventually, assuming you guys don't try any further shenanigans here, you guys will just fly toward where her horde is.
I mean,
While we're
Yeah.
flying, Kubo needs to ask Odina a question, but he doesn't want Eferdine to hear. Is that possible?
I think it could get up in her ear, basically.
Okay, he's just like, so we're gonna go to her horde, and there's a good chance that the senator's already at the horde, like the real one, right?
I have no idea. I don't know. I thought the senator was in hiding somewhere else.
No, so did I. No, sorry, I don't really understand anything. So you know that why we wanted to fake kill him and then kill him because of the genocide thing happening, right?
Yeah, no, I get that.
How bad is it if I'm able to find the senator at a horde that I kill him there?
I mean, so her horde's kind of an inside secret, but like, there's reasons why it's not great to do that, but I mean, I guess you could.
I don't want to, but if like I have to, if we have to, is that an option? Could you maybe fly me away and I will owe you my life because that is insane.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's keep flying.
Let's keep flying.
Okay.
So, Kubo, Kyle, I don't want to steal your choice. What's really stealing your choices here is this terrifyingly large ancient silver dragon that has really high stats. So,
Sorry, bro.
so I just want to let you know, if you want to resist her further, you can. I just want you to know what you're up against and the stats that she has.
I'm well aware.
Okay,
Okay.
that is
You
terrifying.
said that with such like anger in your like silent anger.
Yeah, it's kind of quiet fury.
Leo just stepped out, but I think we can assume and imagine that Leo Fiel catches up with us and we're all just following Eferdine.
I mean, he has enough movement that if he were to get a hold of you, you're going to be able to flee for a good long while. But I mean, as long as the haste spell lasts. But as soon as
how long are we gonna be flying for?
I mean, it's across the city, so I imagine it would be like at max like 10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
Like you can
Still
keep
gotta
trying to
worry
kill
about-
yourself, or hear me out. Here, I can't really talk.
Good. I actually briefly thought about trying to just outright kill myself and see if she'd drop me.
I did believe that. Actually, I did. Or what if Matthew, when our player characters end up at our horde, the senator's been hiding there, or she can call the real senator to the horde to make sure he's okay, and we abuse her kindness to assassinate him there.
I mean, I'm not doing telepathic conversation when we don't have access to it.
No, I know Kyle can't know this. This is just Maddie to Matthew. This is Kyle.
That's
Mate.
I mean, potentially, but Kyle's a lot more pissed and preoccupied with Adleria at this point than everything else that's potentially happened. So he's tolerating this because, well, even if he did kill her, Eferdine, he knows he wouldn't survive the fall to the ground, so he's silently fuming and not holding a gun.
Did Kyle then hear? Did Kyle hear when Kubo was like, "Where was Adleria?"
Flying around, yeah. You guys have all been flying
okay.
around.
Well, so then also Kyle, I guess you could maybe kind of understand that Adleria's disappeared. She was never there in the first place. There's just also information because I know you care about her. That's all.
Man.
There's a lot going on right now.
Kyle is made of lies. He doesn't believe anything anyone says.
That's so sad, but yeah.
I'm going to stop sharing my screen because I don't think we need that map anymore.
Probably not.
Anakin, help me. I'm weak.
All right. We can time skip to the landing.
I'm actually really excited.
And me coming from behind.
So
not loading fire rounds or anything like that.
Who's messaging?
Okay.
And I'm just behind, like, hey guys, I'm catching up. Hey.
So you guys fly, and you guys hear people going woo woo, giving whoops from down below, because seeing Eferdine fly across the city is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And like people are hooting and hollering, and she's soaking in the praise and everything. And I think a lot of people don't like. Nobody really is able to see that the being carried by her is Senator Johnson by a long shot.
Peterson.
Peterson. I keep changing his name, Senator Peterson.
I think I blame it on me doing the Robertson name, because then I was like, oh look, let's just take a first name and add son to it, and that's fine. That's on me.
So all good. So you guys fly across the city. Beautiful day. The sun finally gets high enough that it's not like in your eyes as you're flying. And you land at the top of this very prominent, beautiful high-rise. And you recognize that this is one of the many buildings that's owned by the Corin Enterprises. But as you guys all land, Epherdine like polymorphs back into human form and is kind of over your soggy, punched form. Kyle is like, if this isn't Senator Peterson, then why did Adlaria tell me to come take care of him? What's going on here, guys? I like Senator Peterson. He's one of my crew. I take care of him. Why would she lie to me about that?
So Adlaria told you to come?
She said there was going to be some foul play.
Interesting. So she, I'm gonna glance at Kyle. I don't know if Odina's still a dragon or not. Like, look at Odina and just kind of be like, Odina has kind of, wait, not Odina. Adlaria's kind of. So you have like half of the story. Like, if that's helpful.
That's normally the case with Adlaria. She's a fun one.
Yeah. So you have Kyle.
When did Adlaria tell you to come get me?
Where did Adlaria?
I'm still speaking in Robertson's accent and stuff, by the way.
Gotcha.
When?
Okay.
She told me a couple days ago. She said, at the big old boat christening, that there's going to be some foul play, and she wanted me there to be some extra security. So I thought, sure, why not? I'll come out and be on the boat a bit and have some fun.
Have you seen her today?
No, I haven't seen her today. She doesn't normally.
I'm gonna need you to find her for me. She may be involved in the foul play. Find her, but do not hurt her.
Or something like.
What?
Can you call her like to your horde? Can you call like all of your people to your horde that normally are like, would they know to show up if something was in danger?
It's not quite that formal. I mean, it's
Could you do it like hypothetically like?
Sweeties, look, I really appreciate that you guys are being so forthright with me. Most people would totally just murder you. I mean, I am in the ability to murder this man who is not Senator Peterson. And I don't want to do it because it's Kyle, and I like Kyle. Kyle's a good guy.
I don't know how you're talking. I'm Peterson.
Roll me persuasion with a disadvantage.
I'm gonna go ahead and say deception.
Deception, yes, thank you.
16.
16. She goes, you're a very, very convincing actor. You are. If they had not told me that you were Senator Peterson, I would not question. But you are not Senator Peterson.
Yes, I am. I don't know what a gun is.
I don't know what a gun is.
Can you help us out here? Epherdine, this is worked out in the worst possible way. You see, we would like to speak with Peterson if possible. Could you just carry a message or something, or could we? I know this is incredibly suspicious, but hear us out. There is so much going on with the election and with the people of the city and the country. We're
legislation that's being passed, of course.
Yeah. So understandably, as you know, people obviously want him dead, right?
Of course. People like to fight outside the horde all the time. I get it. I understand it. Here, we're safe. Here, we're family. It's Olive Garden. Here, you're family.
Ohana. What's Olive Garden?
You're in Olive Garden?
Garden with olives in it. That's famously where you're safe.
I hate olives. I'm still in Leo field, by the way.
You're fucking with me, right? It's an Italian chain restaurant.
Is the actual Peterson?
I'm sorry. So many things happening.
Is the actual Peterson like safe? Could we just help make sure that he's safe? There's so much on the line here. There's so much at stake.
I get it that you guys are all swirling around and all that outside the horde. last I heard, Senator Peterson was hiding out in a dungeon to the southwest. Like,
Right.
like
True.
that. I offered to let him stay in my horde because he'd be safe there, just like everyone else I keep in my horde. But he was like, no, I want to do my own thing. So we went and did his own thing.
Could you take us to him? Maybe. Is that okay? We just genuinely were worried. Is the thing you see about how
You
this
just,
I'm less concerned about that. Where's Adlyria? Can you get Adlyria?
I'll let her know that she's wanted at the horde. Okay?
Okay.
Can you get me at
You're bigger than anything else in this city.
Look,
Get her.
I just
He says that in a kind way. You look lovely, by the way. Might I add? I just want you to know. Okay.
I think Odina has been like gauging whether or not she should go back into human form or not. Also, Everdeen like did not polymorph clothes on, so she is just extremely
Oh,
comfortable.
she's naked. Okay, so Kubo, just to make it clear, has been averting his eyes away from her. She's like, "Oh, great."
Eventually, someone gets her a clothes.
I'm old. I don't care. I'm not even distracted by it. I'm still just screaming in her face to go get fucking Adlyria.
For sure, yeah. Eventually, a servant from the horde comes up and gives her a cloak, a robe, and she wraps it over herself. And Larry is like, Odina's like, I'm gonna go behind this and grab. Yeah.
Do you want me to like throw you a cloak?
I got one. We're
Okay,
good.
I just want to help. You were incredible. Thank you for that. Okay, I'm gonna leave you alone now.
Yeah, we're good. She disappears behind like an outcropping. Comes back kind of wrapped in a modest kind of bathrobe kind of a thing. Efferdine goes, look, everyone here is safe at my horde for the time being. We've got a week until that whole nasty election thing, right? And then I'm going to go pick up Senator Peterson and bring him in to do his vote, as was our agreement. But come on. She starts walking in, if you guys would like to follow. And she kind of gestures you into where her servant appeared from.
Kubo's gonna look at Odina real quick and be like, "Would you like to? I just want to check in and see how like you're feeling right now. Like, do you want to keep going, or would you rather peace out? Like, this has gotten away from us."
Her horde. I've never been.
Okay, cool, very cool. I just wanted to check in, make sure you're fine. Okay.
To be invited, So.
Yeah. One moment. Kubo's gonna go try to like help pick up the senator, Kyle, or like just I don't know if you want just take his hand up and everything. But as he does so, he's gonna whisper at you and be like, "So Adlyria totally sold us out, right? Like that did happen." The silence makes me think that you've already. Okay, I'm gonna leave you alone for a moment. Goes up to Leo. The
dagger.
No, I tried to. I'm punching you.
You're punching me. That's fine. You can try. Go for it.
Hey. Okay, well then screw it. If you're gonna have that attitude, you're not expecting it, so advantage and sneak attack.
Well, go for it. I don't go for it. It's you're laughing out. It makes sense.
This is so petty.
I'm not proficient in that, so all right. Yeah, 15 either way.
15
You only got a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit me. So if it's okay, so you try to hit Kubo and like he doesn't really react.
Anyway, now that I think about it, I'm not a monk.
Okay, well he doesn't react to you, and he just is gonna out loud be like, "It's okay. Yep, you can." Lashing out makes sense. You've been through a lot, friend. I'm gonna leave you alone still. And he's just gonna back away, and then to Leo, Leo feel he's gonna be like, "So Adlyria totally sold us out. I'm pretty sure, right? Like that did happen."
Yeah, I
pain that I was using as Robinson gets snapped in half and thrown at you.
That's fair. Can I roll to dodge?
Yeah.
If not, I'll
let's see. All right. Let's see.
Just tell me what I roll.
Improvised unarmed. Improvised throwing weapon.
What do I roll? What do I roll? Just tell me what I roll.
I mean, he rolls the hit.
I rolled the hit.
Okay, roll the hit. Roll the hit.
And it would be thrown. There's no proficiency bonuses.
That's fine. You
might
might
one half. Ha ha!
What'd you get?
All right, 19 for one half and 15 for the other half of the kid.
Okay, so one of them will hit unless can I
think it literally does like 1d4 damage, like maybe.
It'd be d4 -1 actually, because I have a -1 strength mod.
Do it.
So okay, it can't actually go to 0, so it's 1 damage.
So
okay.
So can I step out of here and illustrate what's happening? Efferdine starts to turn to leave, and as you do that, Kubo, you reached out to help Kyle up, and he throws a full-on old man temper tantrum. He tries to come up and punch you, misses entirely. You go up, go to talk to Joe Field. He snaps his cane, throws him at you. One of them like plinks uselessly to the ground, and the other one like goes bonk, and then lands on the floor next to you. Kyle just seems to have a full tantrum.
Kubo's just kind of like, okay, so just so you know, I respect you as a person. I'm getting a little done with your hissy fit, but I can't really complain.
Why you mad, bro?
I'm just gonna go away, and he's gonna just follow Efferdine and leave the situation.
What's going on with Kyle?
Cal's gonna murder all of us in our sleep. That's what's going on. He's like, yeah, talk your shit in your grave.
So describe the horde. Like what does it look like? Are we in like a mountain in the middle of the city? Is it a small little like museum looking thing?
High rise. You're at the top of a high rise that is in like the center of one of the like most prestigious areas in the city.
So it's like a penthouse of a skyscraper type of thing.
Exactly. Yes. And you can't see much of it, but when you look to where she's walking, she kind of has like, this is a very well appointed kind of gardeny area with like stuff all over the place. It's very high. But when you look to the thing, like it's got like sliding beautiful glass doors, and it looks like everything is like gilded on the inside. But it's very cozy. It's not like harsh gold everywhere. It's just very cozy.
Okay.
Unless people have stuff to do, I'm gonna say what.
No, we can skip forward. I'll go along with things for now.
Gotcha. Yeah. So after this kind of like temper tantrum, Efferdine kind of turns and looks back over everybody. He's like, "Look, I'm inviting you in because you are all very interesting, and you appear to be half angelic. That's wonderful, incredibly interesting. And you see, all dragons have their story. I'm sure Odina, such a cute little one there, she'll have a wonderful story here as well to share. But come with me, come with me." She starts walking you into her horde, and it's gorgeous, but it's less gold than you anticipated. It's less gold and silver and stuff, and it's more like coziness and like fuzzy slippers and bathrobes and like pools of beautiful like bathing areas. And there are a lot of people in here that you recognize as politicians, as artists, as stuff. And basically Efferdine goes, well, I've reached a point in my accumulation of wealth where I realized it wasn't the gold I loved. It was the connections. It was the people. It was the relationships. It was the drama. And so here you can see some of the Sheen City's finest enjoying the safety of Efferdine's horde. No fighting here allowed, or you face my ire, and everyone gets to engage in wonderful conversation, trading deals. Anything that happens on the outside is their problem.
I'm gonna pretend to, or Kyle is going to pretend to begrudgingly admire something on a shelf that's like rusty. I don't know, something that looks like, aged rusty iron, and he's gonna appropriate size for him to try and palm it, like maybe a miniature figurine of some kind.
Yeah, just steal it. Yeah, that's a roll deception, roll stealth. This is you just stealing it.
Sleight of hand, and 28, by the way.
28.
That's my skill.
She does not react in any way.
Perfect.
Okay. So you managed to sneak something away here.
Something rusty.
And rusty. It's something rusty. Okay, that's clear. I got that. Yeah, and Odina is kind of walking along with you. Do you remain kind of in Leofiel position for now, Josh?
Well, I'm gonna go to Kubo and Kyle. Like, so do you guys feel?
Oh, I'm spooping. I'm snooping on you. I'm so sorry. I'll give you some privacy. She leads you to like kind of a nice little parlor area, and she says, when you need something, just go out the door and mention to a servant, and I'll come right around, and we can engage in diverting conversation. I'm so glad to know Senator Peterson wasn't in danger, but I'm also glad to know that you're all fine, because you're all some of my newest, funnest connections, it seems. So,
I am fun.
oh, Diana's like, yeah. As she walks out, and the door closes.
And I close the door. Yeah.
So is she gone?
Yeah, she's done.
She can't hear us? Okay, cool. We just had to double check.
Can I like hear her footsteps?
This is a very large, spacious area. So yeah, you can hear like general muttering, general talking throughout the horde.
So we're kind of we're like abandoned, kind of like in the middle of a room, not like in a side room or amphitheater or something.
Yeah, I would say like a side room. This is like a parlor room. It's like it's not like the wide open amphitheater area, but if you walk like just out the hallway, you're there basically.
Okay.
Yeah, they unseal a little parchment tube and begin scraping the rust off onto the pile.
So I think he's making a bomb. I can't be like 100%. I'm whispering to Medina and Leo to make it clear. Like I can't be like I feel it in my bones. Sorry, Leo, what was it you wanted to say?
Well, first, do you guys feel safe right now in this kind of situation? The environment
I am
seems
like
comforting.
90% beat to death, so not really. No.
I could heal you in a moment if you like.
Oh wait, no, I can hear you. I'm gonna well, actually, I'm gonna stay in Leo field and I'm gonna kneel down and grab his hand.
We have the opportunity for a short rest here. I think I'd rather burn hit dice before we do any of that.
Okay. So
And then as I do that, I shall duplicate my appearance as I split into Joe Field and me. And we're both kneeling down. And we separate.
Very cool.
Kind of shudders and kind of stretches her shoulders. It's like, oh, so strange.
So just so everyone's like aware, I feel like the best course of action is maybe I can ask Ifrdi to help secure the senator to the vote, and then just fucking stab him, and then maybe she might kill me, but at least we get the job done.
Yeah, I don't. That's not likely to. I mean, for the same reason that our plan had a chance of success, I don't know if I would rely on that working. I mean, revivification, raise dead, both of these things are problematic. We don't know if you would have to kill him in literally one hit, and even then,
well, I would just cut him up with my sword.
Not particularly worth.
I would just like a Benihana chef. Sorry, I apologize. But also, like, I mean, if I were to do this, I could just stay here and we wouldn't tell anyone else, maybe until I either die or not. Maybe, I don't know if I want to die or not, but I'm thank you, Kyle, for your hard work. Dying. Thank you, Jofiel. Thank you, Leo. Thank you.
Like,
I'm not.
So there was a kid there that was eating funnel cake. This tattoo lady, she was very beautiful. Unfortunately, I did not see Priscilla. I'm just letting you guys know all the things.
Statue lady? Who's the statue
contract.
lady?
What?
Who's the statue lady?
Tattoo lady.
Oh, pardon me. Okay.
Yeah, the tattoo lady, the one that did all your tattoos. I'm just going through things. Heaven reviewing my contract. Everyone's, kind of.
Heaven's reviewing your contract.
Yeah, I kind of got like. The dragon yelled, and then I got a little spooked. I'll be honest; it kind of did spook me.
So you might leave. If you leave, will they send someone to replace you?
I don't know why they reviewed it. They didn't leave. They didn't tell me to leave. They just. I know that they were thumbing over my paperwork.
So that's suspicious as hell. Okay, good.
Right. Wait, but going back to your one-shot thing, we could do well. If I do haste myself, I could do 12d6 radiant damage.
Okay.
And if you do like a good smite move and we have like a good bomb in one turn, we could do roughly over 100 something.
Okay. Like, I know that might not be the most fun thing, but at this point, like, the best that we could do, at least in Kubo's mind, Kubo wants to get the job done because, so, like, if, like, it might not be as fun, but, like, if it's possible, he wants to volunteer to be a part of the security detail to go pick up the senator, and then just, it won't end well, but maybe we can talk to Ephrodine. Maybe she'd be okay with us. Maybe not killing the senator, but maybe we could like just like kidnap him for like the time of the vote or something. Like just so that he can't vote.
Um, I think you hear the door open and like a polite knock and goes, "Are you all ready for me to come in?"
Do I right? Whose voice is it?
This is Africans.
Okay. Folds the wrap up, you know, like an origami ninja, and disappears into a pocket of the trench coat.
Poor Kyle. Honestly, it's like watching like a orphan rogue like struggle against the. I don't know. It's just something very sad about it. I don't like a kid hiding food or something. I don't know how to describe it. So you
Wait, did you short rest?
yeah, you guys definitely can get a short rest here. She comes back in and goes, "Well, thank you so much. It's lovely to have you. If you'd like to socialize around, I'd love for you to meet anyone in the horde that you'd like to know. And don't worry, this is not the first time that murder and illicit acts have been talked about in the horde."
Well, what do you
Yeah,
mean?
where's Adlyria?
Adlyria, oh, I did have my people reach out and get some information. She was seen at the boardwalk, leaving the boardwalk. After that,
Leaving it. Oh, when? With
earlier
who?
this morning. No, not with me. I had no idea she was there. I wish she'd said hello.
Did she leave alone?
It seems so, yeah. Roll me an insight. You can do this at advantage because it's about Adlyria.
20.
22.
This is classic Adlyria, for lack of a better word, prank, but it's not quite a prank. It's her. She may have found a way for your plan to go better than you wanted it to.
I'm assuming. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I
forced that on you without consulting you, and so
that's her move.
What you get with that is literally she just didn't take the shot. She just left and let you guys figure it out. And it set Ephrodine there to get you out, and so that you had a connection to Ephrodine later on to potentially go after Peterson here or at his hiding spot.
Well,
as you're thinking through that, Ephrodine is very much like, this is going to be such a story to tell all the guys here. It's going to be so great. I swooped him up, grabbed him, fireballs everywhere, flew across the city, and oh, not even the person I thought it was. You're going to be a good story, my young sir. Great story.
I do provide a lot of those.
Ephrodine, if you don't mind before you leave, could I talk with you when you go to like deliver the senator after all this trouble like that we've caused and stuff? Could I just help you with security or him or something? I just want to volunteer, like for some goodwill sort of a thing.
Oh, I roll deception.
Is it really deception?
Yeah, roll deception.
Yes, it is.
Ephrodine is fully like, oh, that's
21. I will send you a picture. 21.
Is what you're saying true? That it's deception.
It's 21. I will send you a picture.
Roll an insight here.
Oh, F no. Whatever.
21.
Okay.
It's not a saving throw. It's just a check.
Just a check.
Yeah, no,
It's just a check.
You know what, sweetie? You got a heart of gold. I can tell you're sweet as pie. I would love for you to come and meet Senator Peterson. Seems like you're trying to hang out with him so much anyway. Just know, any funny business, and I'll chomp your head off in one bite.
Kubo gets a little like just 1,000 yards stare and is like, no, I do believe that.
No, and see, I like giving people favors outside of the horde when it's appropriate. Senator Peterson has been soaring this one up for a while, and so he's going to be safe for that trip if I have anything to say about it.
Sure, no, I get it. It's yeah.
No, it's totally. I just want to let you know.
I appreciate. Thank you. I'm grateful. Sorry, here I am. Stuck in my own head.
And you try and kill him, and I kill you. Another good story, you know.
And so, sure, for sure.
I admire your dedication to good storytelling.
It happens really organically. I find it just the less I hold on to it, the more it kind of is fun and people get to know each other and mix around. And see,
So
Odina, I was supposed to make a relationship with Odina, and I was forcing it at that whole casino thing. And look at us now. You're standing in my parlor room half naked.
Don't maybe just call her out. Like, if it makes you feel awkward, don't just call
I-
her out. Sorry, she can talk for herself, so that she can't. But holy shit.
It's fine. She's like, just a little scared. Yeah,
So,
Kyle.
yeah. So when you're bringing Peterson into town, are you gonna fly him? Do you have like a fancy palanquin you're gonna put on your back or anything like that, or what's your plan for making a spectacular entrance? I'm sure he'd appreciate something like that, right?
Wow, I didn't even think about that. I guess I could. I was just gonna have him ride on my back because that just seems, simplest is best. But
Right, but I mean, think about how much cooler it would be if you had a large like wooden platform, like a palanquin erected on your back, kind of like a throne. It would totally support his endeavors for ensuring his vote and everything like that, right? Like
you're really pushing this idea. It is definitely something that I would love to present me, but you're asking me to present Peterson, and I love Peterson, but I'm just getting in there safe. I'm not involved in his political stuff. If I had my way, we'd have more angels here. She looks over to Jophiel. And I think
This
Kubo,
kind of rubs me the wrong way. Sorry, like I love, yeah, you, whatever.
Kubo, you still have your disguise on, but
Okay.
yeah.
Well, what do you mean? Doesn't she know it's me? Because she already remarked that I look different.
Oh, that's right. She would know that it's you from the makeup. So yeah, she would gesture you as well. So yeah, some of your makeup may be rubbed off, or you've admitted
Kubo
that.
will just take it off, and then he's gonna go see if he can find Senator Glorin. But I can do that later, so everyone can do a turn or whatever.
We probably got another 30 minutes here, so we're definitely winding down. But yeah, no, that's super interesting.
I mean, would you like me to help construct a palanquin like that?
Roll a deception. That's a deception.
King with these fucking rolls.
What'd you get?
11.
She goes, I love having people's handiwork around the horde. I would love for you to help me make a little presentational thing for him. That would be lovely.
You know what? That's a good idea. I will make a dedicated landing pad for him.
A landing pad. See, I like that.
Yeah.
You won't mind if I, include a couple people on the project. I got lots of support here.
Of course not. No, that wouldn't bother me at all.
Wonderful. We'll get you socializing. I got a dwarf friend. He's wonderful. So few of them. He's not an Iagran dwarf. They're not super friendly around here, but he's good. So this kind of devolves into general connection making, and this is kind of one of those places where you can lightly hear the sound of flowing water, bubbles, aromatic scents. It's very gilded and with golden filigree all about. Yeah, so we're gonna kind of get into the ending portion here. Leo, I feel like you've been you threw a bunch of big spells there, and you really got to deck Kyle in the head there. But what's going on with Leo? I feel like I kind of want to check in with what you're doing here.
Well, now I just feel skeptical. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know who to trust. Like, everything's sus to me. Like, I just want to stay close to the allies because I just feel like something's gonna go wrong in this place. Like, I feel like it's made to look comforting for some other reason. I don't know.
No,
I feel
yeah.
weird.
You don't trust the comfy vibes. No, that's good to know.
It just feels like we're trying so they're trying so hard for us to trust them, and I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I don't in the slightest. I mean, if there was chance for him to communicate, I don't in the slightest trust him, but I also really can't do anything about it. So.
Yeah. Also, yeah, there's just all powerful.
Realistically speaking, I mean,
Adelaria really did a dirty move there, personally, I think.
Did not.
I think so. So
Nope.
Wow, Kyle is so determined. Is he
Kyle is determined.
protect her honor? Wow.
good for you. I would beat the shit out of her. So
I would kill her. Yeah, it's like she's my next target.
Yeah, she. I'm sure she did.
one
scream
v
you
one
away
me
some way,
behind
but
Denny's. Like,
she
let's go.
no,
Oh yeah,
I
behind
trust her to have
Denny's.
the grand design at heart. Yeah.
Okay. I hope for you. If good. Doesn't mean I like it. Doesn't mean I like it. It's okay.
Okay, so we're gonna get kind of ending thoughts here. I know that Kubo, you wanted to see Senator Glorin. Kyle, you wanted to kind of get to work connecting here and seeing who you'd be working with over the next couple days, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to work talking about not setting up a bomb.
Amazing, amazing.
So, if this helps at all, to be 100% honest, Kubo was going to try to find anybody who could possibly have connections to the Iagran dwarves. So, like, I don't know if Glorin would be the right one. Also, I already introduced myself to Glorin, so if she's here, that's why I was like, okay, maybe this would be better than I thought.
So
If you want me to prepare anything for you in Dwarvish or something like that, I do know the language that might help.
That would be nice. Do you just like know? Like, I'm not trying to make them
Yeah, just give it a couple of like pass phrases, maybe.
Sure, I just want to know what the fuck is going on with my brother, and what the Iagran dwarves are doing. So I
Hear
feel like
you.
my dad and my brother have this whole plan with the politicians that I don't know about, and I just feel like I've ended up in the perfect place to kind of stumble upon it and pull it out from underneath their feet and hopefully tell them both to fuck off or something. I don't know.
So, you guys kind of talk about your individual plans. We're going to do a quick round robin and do some scenes as we're going through. But kind of after you guys resolve, you get some healing in, Kyle, you're all kind of settled in. Your disguises are off, so you are a member of the circle here, Kubo. And Odina is here as well. And she's like, maybe I should have been nicer to Ephrodine before. As you guys walk through these like double doors that open up, there's like this giant golden fountain in the center, like water pouring out in these beautiful, warm, sudsy angles. And there is just a lot of people in different states of undress. It's kind of like a giant bathhouse. And this place is kind of like, the only way I can describe it is it's like extremely high-end public bath mixed with like social club, and it is clear that this is like one of the most high-end places in the city. Basically, this is where the richest of the rich, the most powerful of the most powerful, come to talk about their business dealings, because it doesn't matter if it's illegal, because in here it's safe, because Ephrodine's gonna Goomba stomp anybody that comes in here to try to. And so basically, like, you can talk to a lot of people you could never talk to here, and you can talk to them really openly, because this is where you can talk about anything. This is where you can kind of get your plans out. So who would like to start first with their scenes before we kind of get into your more?
Where's Deza?
Deza was back on the boat. She's back with Suzanne.
Okay.
They
Deza
told
never
me
came.
to go. So I
Okay.
did. I know, I was worried about her too. It's okay.
Yeah, I was like, where's Deza in this situation? I was
Where
like,
is she?
I don't know. Oh, question. Oh, no. Everyone do their thing first. My thing's last.
Okay. So it's either Kubo or Kyle. I think, just so you know, Odina is definitely just following behind Kubo.
Okay.
Just kind of like, and she's gotten some more clothes that are better fitting and not so.
I mean, if it's okay, I'll just take it then. So, like, as this is happening, he doesn't want her to feel like she has to be complicit in anything that's going on, but like making sure she feels comfortable. But he's like, yeah, so like, have I mentioned about how my brother like killed me and everything at all? No. Oh, this is awkward.
It hasn't come up. No.
Sorry, this is so much so fast. It's totally fine if this is like cringy or something. So, real quick, fills her in on that Savage killed him.
I
And
don't think your brother killing you is cringy. I wouldn't use that.
well, he's just saying in case it's cringy that like he's telling her his life story and she's like, you
It's not
what?
cringy to
Yeah,
say-
that is a lot, kind of.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Kubo's just showing some of his insecurities there. It's fine. He's like, it just fills her in on like the whole Savage thing, specifically the connection to the dwarves, and that he's just trying to figure out what the plan is so that he can figure out if it's evil, how to stop it, and or if it's good, save his brother before they kill his brother more, sort of a thing.
Yeah. She's like,
And
so we're looking for a dwarf or someone that is from Torellin to kind of talk to about what's.
yeah, exactly. Or like I know that one time we went dancing after, like I met Senator Glorin. I don't know though if she'd had a connection, but yes, you're thank you. Yes. I'm looking around.
There are a couple really important people with Senator Glorin too at that party or at that
Yeah.
bar. So I don't know if she's here tonight, but if we can talk to any of them, then we might find something out.
I love this. Yes. Good. I wish I had cocaine on me. I mean, never mind.
A small vial bounces off your chest from off screen.
What the fuck? No, I'm just kidding.
You can definitely get cocaine here.
The joke with that origami ninja wrapping up the powder, that's a joke about wrapping. That was initially a joke about wrapping up cocaine. Is where the skills from that would potentially come from.
All right. Shows you what.
He's trying to he's making thermite is what he's actually doing, but yeah.
For a bomb. Yeah, great minds think alike. Okay.
Poor Kyle. He's just like I don't know. I'm sorry.
So insight checks or like just to keep it going so that everybody can have a turn before we end.
I'm gonna roll some luck checks and we'll just do persuasion. We'll use persuasion because you're navigating around with conversation here.
Okay. Just let me know when.
Yeah, roll your persuasion check. Yeah.
Oh, how many? Or just one?
Just one.
Oh, well, the first one, it's just a 9, so we're off to a great start, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. So the first thing you were asking for, so the second thing was about Savage. That was really all you're asking for, right? Because you're trying to find a connection for Savage.
Well, if it's like, I'm not trying to like tell you how to do what we're doing, but if I don't meet Senator Glorin with the 9, but I get information about Savage, hopefully in the future, I would take that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so you get Senator Glorin is not here.
Okay.
But you do find someone that you knew from the party or from that bar, and you recognize her. She was like part of that group that was at the bar. And she goes, "Oh wow, I didn't. You really are well connected. Senator Glorin wasn't kidding." And she kind of has a conversation with you briefly. This is what you get from that conversation. Senator Glorin was not aware that the circle was angelic in origin and has been doing her own research after you guys left. Cool. She has some connections to people in the Church of Helios. That's all you really get is Senator Glorin knows people that are in the Church of Helios that are pretty high level. And now she's
wonderful. The circle. Wonderful. That's great. Okay. Okay.
The second thing you get,
I can roll again to get better information if that's cool.
You can, and if you roll high enough, I'll give you a name.
Yes. Nat 20. I got a 25.
Oh my god, I was about to say it too. I was like, no, but it's
yeah, you did it, Leo. Thank you. I was like, got 25. So give me the juice. No, nicely.
Or slowly.
Has a close relationship with a man named Bishop Parsley. And he is kind of like a what's the word? Like a when you cast devils out, I can't think of exorcist.
Okay.
He's like an exorcist for like all manner of spirits. So when someone is like actually possessed by a demonic entity of the 9 realms, he's called in and he has like basically a retinue of people.
He's an abjuration cleric / wizard / whatever.
Yeah. He's me.
Hey! He's kind of
reverse you.
Yeah, he's the anti-Leo. Like rather than making contracts, he's breaking them and throwing people out of
my worst enemy.
And so he's like a relatively young guy. You hear that he's very thin and like scraggly and tiny, and you actually remember seeing him as part of the group that was with Senator Glorin that day, but he just kind of blurred into the small crowd she was with. And basically, that he's been made like the point man on researching the circle, and knowing what's going on and figuring stuff out.
That doesn't feel good. Okay, and then can I roll again to figure out stuff for Savage? And not to be
Well,
fast, I
I'm
love
going
it.
to give you the Savage stuff, or I'm going to be giving you the Savage stuff. But you go ask kind of about Ayagran dwarves. You use a couple, dwarvish names and stuff. And basically they're like, oh, if you want to talk about Ayagran stuff, oh, you got to go talk to Gremlin. And
Oh,
they kind of, Gremlin.
okay.
His name's Gremlin.
I can't even type that. It keeps trying to autocorrect it to Gremlin.
I know. I was like, I don't
I just want you to know that.
Have you guys seen Smiley Friends? Wait, no, sorry, never mind. Keep talking.
So it's Gremlin, and you
Gremlin.
go, and it is he is this truly ancient dwarvish man. He's got
Okay.
like a long, flowing silver beard, fully naked, not even trying to be, enjoying the baths. He's missing his leg after his knee, and it just goes down on like a sharp, jagged piece of metal that he uses as a peg leg. He's got a big old gut, scars all over his body, and he's missing a big chunk of his head where his eye would be, and it's just scarred over. And he's just in the water, kind of relaxed as you walk up.
I think if Odina's with me, Kubo is just gonna be like, "Oh my god, finally!" Looks at Odina just like, oh, "I'm so happy right now."
Like, I'm so glad you found it.
Sorry, yeah, sorry. This is a little, just yeah. This is the one time where Kubo will actually though look at him. If anything, because of like trying to show that he's not spooked. So that makes sense. And he's gonna like walk up to the pool of water and be like, and kind of like do the Slavic squat. You know what I mean? The Slav squat by the edge of it, and just gonna be like, so Gremlin, I've been told you're the one I can speak to about Yagran dwarves.
I know all about him. I was one.
Well, can you tell me about Vavin and about their newest recruit from the circle?
Well, I have been a Niagaran dwarf. I haven't for a long time. This is one of the only places I would talk about Vavin, frankly, because he's a fucking weirdo. He's a creep. He's a degenerate. He's a nasty man. He kind of looks around for a bit. He's like, I don't want to know anything the Ivan dwarves are doing right now. I'm expatriated. I'm over here. I'm doing this over here. But I didn't get this in battle, and I didn't get that in battle.
Can I roll to like? Is it insight or I'm gonna do zone of truth, whichever one is best here. I just
insight. You'd be fine. Zone of truth. I mean, this is the wild, wild west as far as information goes. So if you zone of truth him, you can.
I'm gonna insight because zone of truth is kind of. I got another nat 20. I got a 21.
That is kind of the nuclear option.
You want to? I'm taking a picture of this to make sure that you guys can see it if you need to. But wow, holy cow. Okay, good for Kubo.
With a nat 20 on insight, he knows
that's not
more than he told you, but not enough to satisfy you.
Okay, so I think I'm just gonna lean into that, and I'm just gonna be like, so I can tell that you know more, and I totally understand that there's like politics and things. I'm just gonna level with you here. I'm not an enemy yet, but if you are holding out on me, I can be, and I happen to know the one reason why the Yagran dwarves left and have not been back yet, but they will be back, and I don't think they're gonna care about Ephrodine.
He kind of chuckles. Yeah, they aren't going to care, but they're going to care about Ephrodine. But also, he points up like the balustrade, and you see Ephrodine kind of laughing with other people. He's like, "This isn't the kind of place you make threats, sweetheart. How about this?" He pulls over, gets like underneath his towel, and he pulls out a business card that is literally made of gold leaf.
Again, okay.
And he just hands that to you, and he's like, "I don't know where they are, but I'll let you know when I hear Yagran dwarves on the land again. They left, but I'm usually one of the first people who hears when they come back. So I'll let you know when the Yagran dwarves are pissing around in Remalin again."
What happens? Your scars are because you didn't have enough information for them when they assimilated you, correct? It's like a part of a
Scars
ritual.
are because I tried to leave and I tried to not be in the Iron Dwarf. These are my exit wounds.
Because they tried to like,
Because you don't stop being an Iagran dwarf.
even if you're like, I'm very worried about someone, and this is dangerous. You're already helping me, I get it. But if the person who is I'm interested in, he looks like me kind of, you know what I mean? He's not a dwarf, he's like angelic sort of. I'm really worried about him and about what if he's still alive.
I appreciate that. You are so kind to care about him that deeply. I can't tell you.
I know you can't, but if you do, please.
Thank you for worrying about my brainwash status, by the way. Thanks.
Oh, no offense. I don't even know.
appreciate your interest
Did
in
Kyle
caring.
tell Kubo? Did Kyle tell Kubo?
Yeah, he's
Does
told
Kubo
everybody.
know?
Told everybody that stuff.
Forgot. Okay.
Yeah, I remember I in the bar that
Yeah,
you tried to get me to
I'm sorry.
bring Deza and stuff like that, and I didn't.
Well,
because
I can tell you where to meet this guy if you want to talk to him during your turn, Kyle. Would that
you guys
be
can
good?
come back around and
I'll
talk.
do that. But okay, but
Eddie, it's so funny. Sorry.
Gremlin just thinks, listen, I get it. I'd rather kill him myself than have him die at their hands, sort of a thing. So like, I don't know if that makes sense. You know,
There's
family.
a lot going on that I don't know nothing about. I'm on your side. I will let you know when the dwarves coming to town. Look, I wish I could give you more comfort. Vavin, this was not done to me by Vavin. This was done to me by another schmuck within the Iagran dwarves. If Vavin is involved, you're gonna get him back in a box, is my guess. Sorry, bud.
I know you're not.
Odina's like, thank you. He like gestures you away.
Kubo is gonna kind of like just go over and be like, I'm just really worried about my brother.
Look, I get it. We talked to that old man way longer than I wanted to.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Just wanted
So yeah, now we can have Kyle's moment or Leo's moment here.
No, I'm done. I mean, I'm on the lot. Like I'm last.
Mine's pretty basic. I'm getting the people to help me prepare that landing pad, and because metal shavings are frequently used in a lot of metallic paints, I have them helping me gather various metal oxides.
This is so wild because I think a lot of people are like, are we like workshopping stuff here? And at first, like everybody's like, oh man, this is like a spa. And then like Ephrodine comes by and is like, no, we're having fun. Everybody exchange numbers. You can take some of my Goldie stuff. Just make sure you guys are all talking, having fun. And I have some warehouses down underneath that you guys can start putting things together. I'd love to see.
Yeah. I whatever minions she gives me to help assemble the landing pad and glorious entrance, I have harvesting metal oxides ostensibly to use for paints.
I just love the idea. That basically you spur a manic, creative warehouse energy in this spa. And everybody's just like, yeah, we're gonna go make a paint and a big old thing for Senator Peterson. Woohoo! And they're,
Actually, it's a yeah.
Okay, everyone, spa time is over. Craft time. Like,
who's got the glitter and macaroni?
Yeah, exactly. This is very retirement community energy. Now back to Leo. Is there anything you're going to be doing here, Leo?
Cool. Well, that depends on this question.
Yeah.
Do we level up now?
I think one more session. Is that all good?
Okay. Yeah, okay. So then I have nothing else to do. I probably just. Well, I wouldn't be enjoying the spot because I'm sus.
Are we 7 or are we 8?
We're 7.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Making sure.
And then to make you happy, Kyle, when Kubo comes back, he's gonna be like, "Oh, hey, I totally just remembered all on my own, without anyone else's help, about how you're dealing with that brainwashing thing. There's an Iagran dwarf guy here named Remalin. He's creepy. You should talk to him if you want." And then I don't know. I'm gonna go hang out with Leo and Odina.
Very helpful monologue. Thank you.
Actually, before he leaves, Kubo's just peace. So.
Okay, Leo, anything you're doing here?
Oh no. It was based off that question. I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good.
So I think Leo, you just kind of hang out. Would you keep Jophiel near you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I need her just in case.
I think what you experience is you guys are just kind of chilling out, enjoying relaxation. I feel like Leo is kind of like the first one to pull up a snack and a drink and kind of vibe out. You say that, Kyle, but you are literally.
I'm not relaxing. I'm making a bomb.
No, I said that
Well,
about
not quite,
Leo.
not quite.
Leo, that's what I'm saying. Anyway. There are definitely some moments where you see people walk by and you either recognize them or they look very academic and you're worried that you're recognized as a student of the college. But here is a place where you would be very safe even if they did actually recognize you. But there are people that you recognize from the college that you attended that are here and see you.
Well, I too, just as Jofio is still wearing her sundress and her sun hat, I will put up my white hood for my hoodie, and then we'll just enjoy our moments together
All right.
with our face covered.
I didn't realize you were Muslim. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a hoodie in this area. It was kind of interesting, but I like the visual. So I think we're gonna end here, and then we can talk a bit. And this was a full 3-hour session, so a chunky guy. Okay, and where's that?